showdown last Saturday in Edmonton. The Barren County Trojans picked up win number 2 with a 39-0 shutout over the Hornets. And tonight in week 4 of the high school football season, Coach John Myers and the Trojans played their 3rd straight road game of the season as they travel to Tompkinsville to take on the 2-1 Monroe County Falcons, who lost last week to Glasgow 14-3. Hi, everybody, from Darrell Carter Stadium in Tompkinsville. It's Jay Turner alongside Robert Bauer. Sideline reporter Joey Bunch will join us. John Butler not able to make the trip as he is in Lexington watching his nephew play. Our studio producer is Jake Norris with Aaron Russell and crew providing live stream coverage on BC Live. In a moment, I will have my weekly chat with Barren County Trojan head football coach John Myers as we discuss last week's win against Metcalfe County and tonight's opponent in Monroe County when we return to Tompkinsville with more of the Don Franklin Countdown to tip-off, or kickoff, I should say, in 4 minutes on WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Score big this season with a Glasgow EPB fiber internet. Looking to upgrade your connection? Then add whole home Wi-Fi for only $5 a month with 24/7 Glasgow EPB service support included absolutely free. Don't fumble your home's internet connection. Make the big play and switch to the winning team at the Glasgow EPB. Sign up for service today at glasgowepb.com/fiber.
DTS is a non-emergency medical transportation service offered in Barren and surrounding counties. Drivers endure rigorous training before attending their first call to ensure all proper procedures will be implemented. And transporting individuals from one destination to the next is only a part of the mission. DTS desires to make the disabled, the aging, the down on their luck feel seen and loved. If you are a caretaker or work in the medical field and want to know more about DTS, visit DTS-KY.com.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track, when they're not. We've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Back with more of the Don Franklin Countdown to Kickoff as the Trojans are set to take on the Monroe County Falcons in just a few minutes. And I'm here with Trojan head coach John Myers. First, Coach, congratulations on that 39-0 win at Metcalfe County, a game that was, of course, moved from Friday night to Saturday due to the weather. And it was a rainy day at Metcalfe County, pretty much the whole game. And we weren't able to talk after the game, but we put together, I thought, 4 pretty good quarters.
We went out there and we took care of business. We did what we had to do. Edmonson County is a very physical football team. They play tremendous on the defensive side of the ball. Coach Harbison always has them ready. And it was a long week, after the Glasgow game and, and seeing our kids. So, they were disappointed in the outcome of that game, even though we played hard and put ourselves in a position to win. We just didn't quite finish that deal. So then going into the next week, you can't wait to get to that next Friday, in this case Saturday, to get to play again, to see how your kids are going to respond coming off of the week before. And so I was really pleased to see how they responded. We've really been challenging our kids for the past week to let them understand and know what type of football team they're capable of being. And I thought we took some steps in the right direction Saturday. We was able to get a little confidence on the offensive side of the ball, was able to move the ball, put some points on the board. And so for all of those things, I was excited. And hopefully it gives us something to build on and to improve on and to carry into this week's game with Monroe County.
I know. It was a smorgasbord of things going on in that game Saturday. Everything from a 37-yard field goal by Jacob Dooley to Jackson Bird tackling a Hornet player in the end zone for a safety. Dalen Thomas scoring 3 touchdowns. He had 166 total yards. Corbin Wells had a touchdown. Freshman Braden Bartley scored his first varsity TD. Even on offense, we had 378 yards of offense, but defensively, you hope Metcalfe only minus 16 yards rushing and only 26 yards total for the game.
Yeah, I was really pleased with our defensive effort. Watching them on film, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I thought that they were a tremendous offensive football team. I feel like they are a better defensive football team than they were an offensive football team, but I did not expect to hold them to 25, 26 yards of total offense. Hats off to our defensive unit. They're playing, with a lot of passion and a lot of fire over there on that side of the football, and just really pleased with, we're rotating a lot of guys in and out on the defensive line especially, but I was really pleased with how our defensive unit has been playing all year, to be honest with you. They've put us in position to win every game we've played so far. Fortunately, we are 2-1, and like I said, I think I told you last week, looking at our schedule coming in, playing Pulaski Southwestern, Glasgow, Metcalfe County, I said, if I would be tickled to death if we were 3-0 after those 3 games. 2-1 though, I'm not going to be unhappy with that. But regardless of winning or losing those last 3 games, the bottom line is we have to get better each week. And I think we are. I think we're getting better. We still haven't found our niche offensively, but we made strides towards that on Friday. I thought Briggs Harris stepped up and played much, much better, threw the ball, got some confidence throwing the football. Those were some big things. We were able to get Jackson Bird and Weston Shelton involved in the passing game,
right,
and get those things going. But the thing that stood out to me after I watched the film was our offensive line did a tremendous job in giving Briggs time to throw the football. Mm-hmm. Briggs had plenty of room. He had plenty of time, and we took advantage of that. We still made a couple of mistakes, but we got better. And that was the thing that we really needed to do. We needed to get better, and we need to get some confidence on the offensive side of the ball. We've had a tremendous week of practice this week. We're getting better. And we just need to carry that forward into tonight's game with Monroe County.
Yeah, no, and you cut down on penalties last week, too. I think it was 8 for 55. Even had some of the same officiating crew that we had the last 2 games, but cut down on the penalties, 55 yards.
Yeah, that's a big thing too. Penalties has really knocked us out of some scoring opportunities the first couple of weeks of the season, and actually they did Friday also or Saturday also, because I think our very first touchdown right before the 37-yard field goal. I think we did score and got called back for a holding call. So we have to clean that stuff up. We've just, like I said, we've got to get better. We have to get better offensively, and I think we're doing that. It's just we got a tough stretch of games coming up: Monroe, Bowling Green, Greenwood, Grayson County, Macon County, Tennessee. So we've got a tough stretch of games coming up for the next 5-6 weeks. Warren Central put it on Allen County this past Friday night. So we got a tough stretch of games coming up, and we're banged up. Jordan Harris is out for an extended period of time. Braden Bartley is out for an extended period of time, and even though he's just a freshman, man, he's been doing a tremendous job for us. Probably the best blocking back we've had so far. I mean, that son of a gun, he brings it and does a tremendous job blocking for those other guys. Doing a tremendous job. So Jackson Pierce banged up a little bit. Tate Might hurt his shoulder Saturday. So Jesus Hernandez, who played awfully well Saturday also on the defensive side of the ball, hurt his shoulder in a JV game Monday night. So we've got we got a lot of injuries right now, and we didn't have a lot of depth before. Now we're getting even thinner. So, but we're going to keep battling. We got kids that are playing their hearts out, and we're going to do our best job we can to put them in position to make plays, and hopefully we can stay healthy and keep getting better from here.
Well, you go up against Monroe County here in a few minutes. John Pettit, who's this second time as head coach. He was one of your assistants, I think, when you coached at Monroe. Is that right?
Right. Monroe County, I've got a lot of good memories from Monroe County. It was my first head coaching job. George Wilson hired me over there. I've got so many good friends. John Pettit being one of my best ones I ever had. He's does a tremendous job, and he and I have been through a lot of battles together. And I just think so much of him and his family and so many others over there in Monroe County. But for a couple hours Friday night, we're just going to have to square off and get after each other. And I know he feels the same way. So, it's a special place to me. And hopefully Friday night it's going to be a special place for our Trojans.
There you go. Monroe played Glasgow last week. They had more yards than Glasgow did, even though they couldn't score except a field goal. And the Falcons are 2-1. They beat Warren Central 43-8. They beat Allen County Scottsville 24-14. They got a dual threat at quarterback. They got Bryson Knuckles and Branson Williams. Got a pretty good running back, and Braden Baxter, really good kicker. And they've got a lot of guys on the line that return too. I think they average over 300 yards a game.
Yeah, they like I said, when I looked at our schedule going into this year, Glasgow and Monroe, two teams that we beat last year, both of those teams only graduated 4 or 5 seniors off last year's team. So they've got the bulk of their teams from last year back. I knew they were going to be tremendous football teams, and they're going to give us tremendous football games, and that's the way it's going to be. So it's just going to be one of those games where we got to strap it on and get ready to play, because it's going to be a physical football game. It always is with Monroe County. They take a lot of pride and have a lot of tradition in their football program over there, and so we've got to do what we do, take care of the football, and play the way that we're capable of playing, and play the way we know how, and we're starting to do that. And I'm excited about the opportunity, and looking forward to watching our kids play tonight.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Thank you.
Coach John Myers with me here on the Don Franklin Countdown to Kickoff. We got more coming up for you. Starting lineups, analysis from the broadcast crew on the Don Franklin Countdown to Kickoff. And we'll be back in 3 minutes on WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
An amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children. When we
was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit SCRTC.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
Southern States and Glasgow knows it's summertime now, but Billy and Lindsay want you to be prepared when the weather turns cold.
Hey, Lindsay, it's hot.
Well, Billy, you know it won't be that long before folks are needing propane for the heating season.
I think it would be great if we could grow our propane business at Southern States Glasgow.
We do have great service technicians and an excellent group of guys to deliver propane.
Let's do it. Let's grow our propane business.
Southern States and Glasgow is your local propane dealer.
If you haven't heard.
Robert Bauer tonight, and Joey Bunch down to the sideline. Let's look at the lineups for tonight's game. Brought to you by Cruzman Family Ministry. First for the Monroe County Falcons on the offensive side. Left guard is number 52, Bryson Fox, 5'11", 290, a senior. Cayman Page at left tackle, 5'10", 240, a senior. Cole Bowman is the center, 5'10", 184, senior. Nolan Lankford is the right tackle, 6'7", 245, and a junior. Nolan Crow, the right guard, 6', 295, and a senior. Chandler Kane is at wide receiver, 6', 150, a senior, along with Briar Burke, a 5'11", 180-pound junior, and Bryson Knuckles. It'll either be Bryson Knuckles or Branson Williams in that other wide receiver spot. The other one will play at quarterback. 6'3", 185 senior in Knuckles. Williams is 6'5", 200 a senior. Fullback is Reese Bartley, 5'10", 160 a junior. The tailback is Braden Baxter, 5'8", 175 and a senior. Again, either Knuckles or Williams will start at quarterback. Braden Day Quick is the kicker, 6'3", 155 a junior. The punter is Caden Geralds, 6', 195 and a senior. For the Falcons on defense, Titan Rich at defensive end, 6'2", 190 junior. Caleb Stinson, 5'11", 190 a junior. Defensive tackles are Colin McKitty, 6', 250 a junior. Adrian Young, 5'8", 200 a senior. Linebackers are Caden Geralds along with Briar Burke. And Easton Massey, 5'7", 195 junior. Jay Rowland, 6'2", 195 and a sophomore. The corners are Reese Bartley and Jared Denton, 5'9", 155 senior. Branson Williams will be at the free safety position. Head coach is John Pettit. His assistant coaches are Sandy Taylor, Corey Nixon, Luke Nixon, Jonathan Sheffield, Austin Belcher, Jordy Brooks, along with Curtis Pettit and Lincoln Arnett. For the Barren County Trojans, the starting offense looks this way. Left tackle is Grayson Billingsley, a senior. Junior Carson Geralds at left guard. Sophomore center Cole Meadows. Sean Brody at right guard, a junior. Ethan Bertram, a junior, at right tackle. Also, Tate Might will also play at that right tackle position. He's a junior. The tight end, Steele Whitaker, a senior. Dalen Thomas, a senior. Jackson Bird, a senior. Weston Shelton, a sophomore. They're the receivers. The fullback is Corbin Wells, a junior. Briggs Harris will be the quarterback. He's a junior. And sophomore kicker Jacob Dooley. Jackson Bird is the punter. On defense for the Trojans, defensive ends are Connor Thomas, a junior. Steele Whitaker, also a defensive end. The tackles are Grayson Billingsley and Katavion Fryer. He's a junior. The linebackers are Jackson Bird, Dalen Thomas, and Corbin Wells. Baylor Browning, also a linebacker. He's a junior. Gage Driver, a junior at cornerback, along with Cameron Crawford, a senior. Briggs Harris will be the free safety. Head coach is John Myers. His assistant coaches are Nick Compton, Chad Eaton, Mason Perkins, Corbin Murphy, Chad Perkins, Todd Stevens, Peyton Gibbons, Tyler Walbert, and Austin Griffiths. And we'll come back with more pregame coverage here on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff after we take this 3-minute timeout on WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
There's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash Checking Account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank. working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
103.7 WHHT plays country's hottest hits from today's country artists. Like,
hey, what's up? It's Morgan Wallen.
Hey, it's Lainey Wilson.
Luke Combs here. Great country that you can listen to longer with local community information that you need on 103.7 WHHT.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you?
Welcome back to Tompkinsville, Darrell Carter Stadium for the Trojans against the Falcons here tonight. Jay Turner along with Robert Bauer, Joey Bunch down to the sideline. Monroe County Falcons are 2-1 with wins over Warren Central 43-8, Allen County Scottsville 24-14. They lost to Glasgow last week 14-3 on the road. John Pettit's in his second tenure as the head coach here in Tompkinsville, became the head coach in 2004 when he succeeded Coach John Myers, who was here through the 2000 and 2003 seasons before he took the job down at Russellville. Pettit was one of Myers' assistants during those years, and Pettit coached from 2004 to 2015, came back in his second term as head coach in 2020. So overall, this is his 18th year as head coach at Monroe County. He's amassed an 84-61 record in his first term, and here in his second run as head coach, he has a record of 24-33. Last year, Monroe County finished 7-6 with a loss to Owensboro Catholic in the third round of the Class 2A playoffs. The Falcons' district opponents this year are Metcalfe County, Greene County, Clinton County, and Somerset. You go back to 1998 when the KHSAA began keeping records online. Monroe County leads the overall series over Barren County 14-13. So a win tonight by the Trojans would even the series at 14-14. Barren County has won 6 of the last 7 meetings, including last year's 21-15 win at Barren County. 10 games have been decided by 1 touchdown or less, with 6 of those games decided by 1 point. And so, guys, the Trojans need to try to put together 4 good quarters again like they did last week to have a chance to win against a pretty solid Monroe County ball club. We'll look at the J&J Sales keys to the game for a Trojan victory tonight. Robert?
Yeah, I think this is a legit Monroe County team, and it's been a little while since they have been able to say this. They have been just at 500 last year, and then from the previous years, they haven't even made that mark. So you mentioned that we've won 6 out of the last 7, but it's been since 2017 that they've had a really good football team over here. 2017, they were 9-4. And that was the start, or maybe the end, actually, of a pretty big winning streak for them. From 06 to 17, we were only able to beat them twice. So they're going to try to really get back on the winning streak tonight in two ways. Coming off a loss to Glasgow last week, I know they're amped up and ready to get back at it, and they're ready to kind of get that streak over with and start one of their own. So I think we cannot take them lightly. They showed last week that kind of lightning delayed game that they're a pretty good football team, and they've got some athletes to back that up. So we can't give up home runs to their athletes. They've got three really good ones. Baxter and Williams and Knuckles, I think, are by far their best athletes, and they get them the ball a whole lot. And we've got to do the same. We've got to find a way to get our athletes the ball, and I think we try too much to force it to them. We have to just naturally give our athletes the ball in space, but in the flow of the game. We are beat up and banged up a little bit. I made the joke that I think we could have got an NIL deal at the Trojan Academy this week for braces and crutches, but we almost have a starting 11 over there on the bench with braces and boots and different things. So we are beat up a little bit, but it's kind of next man up mentality, and we have to win those plus matchups. Even in some situations where we're starting backups or starting the next man up, I think we have some advantages on the line. And we have to take advantage in every single play, and we have to play that full game to come out of here with a W tonight, because tough place to play, but a tough football team we're playing as well.
Joey Bunch is back with us tonight after missing last week. We didn't want him standing out in the rain and all that good stuff in Metcalfe County. So he's back. He's on the far side of the field. Joey, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Hey, good evening, Jay. It's great to be back with you all. I appreciate you making it sound like I'm scared of a little water, but I don't want to melt. And, we got lots of things going on here. I'm going to say this. Robert, you're exactly right. We've got to battle in all four quarters. We've got to win between the trenches. We've got to be smart. We've got to keep our heads. Because I'm going to say this, at this place several years ago, this is one of the toughest places to play, because they will hit you, and they will hit you hard. They're going to be very detailed. They're going to take care of business, and we're going to come in here tonight, and it's going to be a good match for us. I mean, a good contest for us on the road. It's a beautiful evening. The weather is wonderful, even though as warm as it's been throughout the day. Temperatures are dropped, sun's going down, lights are on. A very decent crowd. I mean, it's overall, I see a lot of Monroe County fans, which it's their home field, but we've got a several Burgundy and gold. So we've even got more of a student section, it appears, than Monroe does. So that's a big thing for us, is to see how our guys come out, and let's see us compete, and I know that we will. And Coach Myers will have us ready, so we're getting ready for the coin toss.
I think the student theme tonight is USA. Is that correct? I see a flag and some Uncle Sam hat.
That is correct. So, USA theme.
Yeah, pretty good guess. Sun going down here in Tompkinsville. Look at the game time weather check. Clear skies and 74 degrees at kickoff time. The game time weather check brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. Several games around the area tonight, so we take a look at the area schedule. Glasgow's at Allen County, Scottsville tonight. Caverna will go to Emmaus tomorrow. That game's been moved to tomorrow at 2 due to the lack of officials, I understand.
Or maybe a lack of ability to get there in a short amount of time.
It's a long way over there for sure up in Emmaus. That's Henry County, I believe it is. Metcalfe County played Campbellsville last night. Campbellsville defeated the Hornets 35-8. Warren East is at Warren Central tonight. Bowling Green at South Warren. The Trojans will be at Bowling Green next Friday night for a district game. Greenwood is at Logan County tonight. Russellville at Franklin Simpson. Hart County at McLean County. Adair County is at McCreary Central. Edmondson County goes to Breckenridge County. Greene County is at home against LaRue County. Russell County is at Clay County. And Taylor County at Newport. That's a long trip for the Cardinals tonight. So that's a look at the area schedule. We'll have the coin toss here as the captains are starting to meet at midfield. The officials for tonight's game are referee Hilton Isabel. Sean Payne is the umpire. Tommy Burris is the linesman. The line judge is Bernie Fugate. Avery Collier is the back judge. Jason Hutchinson is the field judge. And the side judge is DeAndre Wilson Fugate. Let's go down to the field. Joey Bunch now with the coin toss. Look at it from him. Everybody trying to get lined up right now.
I'm going to let you off in beside me.
There we go.
Get the... Come on up. Come on up. Let you stand on this side of me. All right. I'm going to let you stand right here. All right. Guys, welcome to tonight's contest. You guys are the captains of your teams. Take care of your teammates so none of us in stripes got to do it for you, okay? It's early in the year. We're going to talk you out of a lot of stuff if you just listen to us. If you don't listen to us, we'll get you with a flag, all right? Your coaches have already let us know that everyone's legally properly equipped, so now we can get down to business, all right? Guys, this is the coin of the Sky Conference. That logo that you see there is heads. That buttock that you see there is tails. Once again, that logo that you see there is heads. That logo that you see there is tails. All right, who wants to flip it for us tonight? We're going to let one of you all flip it for us.
He can.
He's going to flip it for us. All right, so since he's going to flip this one, I'm going to give you one to keep for yourself.
Oh, thank you so much.
Not a problem at all. Thank you for being honorary captain tonight. All right, this is the way it's going to work. Who's going to call it for me? All right, he's going to flip it. It's going to hit the ground. What's your call?
Heads.
He called heads. I'll let you do the honors if you flip that thing up in the air for us.
Heads has been called.
You won the coin toss. What would you like to do to begin the game? All right. Barren won. They want to defer.
Won the toss, guys, and we have deferred to the second half.
All right, the Monroe County Falcons in navy blue uniforms, white numbers and white helmets, a little silver on the sides. Barren County in the white jerseys with burgundy numbers and gold pants and burgundy stripes down the side, burgundy helmets. And we're about ready for this Farmers RACC opening kickoff. First quarter of action tonight here from Tompkinsville, brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau agent Matt London.
We go from one of the slowest crews to mark things off and get penalties and just manage the game to one of the absolute quickest. Hilton's crew is always the best about managing the game and getting it taken care of and lining it up and playing. So it will be a drastic change in the pace of the game with this crew compared to what we've seen in the last three.
Yeah. Again, the Trojans had 370 yards last week against Metcalfe County. 280 were on the ground, 8 penalties for 55 yards. Monroe County had more yards than Glasgow last week, but just couldn't score. 222 to 197. Their only score was a field goal. And Bryson Knuckles last week for Monroe County, 3 of 10 through the air, 1 interception, 28 yards. And Branson Williams, 2 of 5, 27 yards. Baxter, the running back, Braden Baxter, 18 carries, 73 yards in that game. Reese Bartley had 9 for 60, had 2 interceptions on defense. And then they had a couple of guys had double-digit tackles in Colin McKitty, who had 12, and Braden Baxter had 10 in that game. Again, Monroe County averages 308 yards a game, 208 on the ground, and 100 through the air.
They're about 75-25, 75% on the ground, 25% in the air. And the 2 quarterbacks they play, Williams and Knuckles, couldn't be more equal. They both, as you mentioned there, have just about the same amount of attempts, same amount of completion, same amount of yards, same amount of touchdowns. The only difference is Knuckles has a couple more interceptions than does Williams. Baxter has been a really good athlete for them over the last 4 years. He's 98 yards of 3,000. He has averaged exactly 100 yards per game this year, and he's really been a kid that has done a great job with us. He averages about 75 and a touchdown in the last 3 years that he's played us, so it's going to be somebody that we have to focus on in addition to the other 2 athletes. Whoever they decide to throw out there at quarterback, they kind of rotate that between the 2. The other one will be wide receiver, so that means we have to be very aware and really know our matchups and know where their playmakers are as they get the ball to start the contest this evening.
And the Trojans had a smorgasbord of scores last week against Metcalfe County. Jacob Dooley, 37-yard field goal. Dalen Thomas scored 3 touchdowns on 52, 38, 27. He had 166 total yards. Jackson Bird scored a safety, tackling a Metcalfe County player in the back of the end zone. Corbin Wells scored a touchdown. Freshman Braden Bartley had an 11-yard touchdown run, his first varsity touchdown. But the defense played really well, holding Metcalfe County to only 26 total yards, 42 passing, minus 16 rushing. Jacob Dooley will kick off for the Trojans, and back for Monroe County is Griffin Spears along with Reese Bartley. And the Monroe County Falcons be coming from right to left as you're watching on the live stream here tonight. Here's the kick by Dooley. And it's a good end over end, headed toward Bartley. Catches it at the 5, bobbled it for a moment. Gets to the 10, now the 15. Cutting up to the 20, now breaks away to the 25. And up to the 29-yard line. Kickoff return for Reese Bartley.
Slipped a couple of tacklers, 2 of our better ones in Carnes and Minor, but was able to have to get a little bit extra after that initial miss and just gets it to the 29 of Barren County to start. Different opponent tonight, little different look for our defense, but if we're able to answer the challenge like we did last week at Metcalfe County, it could be a much the similar outcome.
They actually moved that ball right inside the 30-yard line there. Out of shotgun formation, they've got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the count. And the snap and the right side, it's going to be caught at the 30, 35, and up to the 38-yard line. That was that number 5 for the
yes.
Falcons, that was Levi Miller.
I got to remember I'm keeping stats both ways tonight.
Yeah, you got double duty tonight since John's not here.
Yeah, they started Williams at quarterback.
Yeah.
Williams was the quarterback that they had, just a little quick hitch pass out in the right flat and picked up 7.
We got Briar Burke and Chandler Kane, the receivers here on the near side. One split out wide to the right. Williams is the quarterback. He has Baxter to his left, and here is a man in motion coming left. The snap comes to it. And he's going to take it. Williams will get across the 40 to the 42, enough for a first down for Monroe County.
Pick up a 4. He just took it. There was a keeper all the way around left end, had a good set of blockers, and was patient enough, knew the objective there was to get the first down, and that's what he did.
1 minute gone here in the contest. Monroe County moving the football. They're at their own 41-yard line. This time they send out Knuckles to the right side. Also Levi Miller. And here on the near side, 2 receivers. Baxter is to the right of Williams. On the count, takes the snap. He drops back. He's on the run now. And he run into one of his own players. Had some trouble there, and he's taken down for a loss at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 for the Falcons.
The pocket broke down very quickly. Some good pressure, but also some good coverage for him not to be able to get out and find anybody. First negative play of the night is a 5-yard loss.
Ends up moving it back to the 37 where he got tackled. So 2nd down and 14 for Monroe County. 2 receivers here on the near side. One split out wide right. In shotgun formation is Branson Williams. Williams on the count, sends a man in motion. That's Burke. Now he's going to take it to the right side. Burke still running with it. Gets across the 45 to the 46.
Bird tripped him up around right in. Connor Thomas and Browning were able to clean him up, but still a nice gain. As you said, picked up 5 there around the right end, and that's not somebody I had down on my sheet or get a whole lot of carries, but they're really, I think, trying to mix up the flow of the offense compared to what Coach Myers has been able to see on film.
Yep. 3rd down and 5 for Monroe County. They have it on their own 46. They're going to send Knuckles out wide receiver to the left. 2 on the near side. Got Baxter in the backfield with Williams, and Williams on the count, sending man in motion near side. And this time the handoff is to Bartley, and Bartley will pick up 2, maybe 3 yards on the play to the 49.
Connor Thomas had an excellent shot to get him for a loss, but he slipped that tackle and picked up about 2, maybe 3, and it'll be 4th and 2, and Monroe's going for it all the way. Remember, they got beat by Glasgow last week. They've lost 6 out of the last 7 to us. They want to make a statement early to show they're fired up, keep the big crowd in it, and see if they can kind of keep us on our heels.
Yeah, they've already had 3 or 4 running the football here in this first couple of minutes of the ball game. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Williams on the count. Takes the snap. Had Bartley to his right. He's going to keep it. Gets the first down on the far sideline and out of bounds in Trojan territory at the 47.
Had a chance, but didn't clean it up there. Just slipped the tackle. The keeper that gets him another first down. Pick up.
Let's see. That's that the... Yeah,
pick up a 6.
6. Between the 46 and the 47. Now, Baxter has not run the football yet. He's on the sideline here. He did not start. We've got a timeout called by Monroe County. 8:26 to go in the first quarter. No score here between Barren County and Monroe County. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Trojan Football on WCLU Burgundy, 104.7 FM.
You a Glasgow EPB Internet customer? Do you know someone in the Glasgow area who is not? You can now refer a new Internet customer to the Glasgow EPB and get $50 off your next bill when a new or returning customer mentions the name and address of the current customer who referred them. That current customer will receive a one-time $50 credit. To learn more about the Glasgow EPB Internet and other services, visit GlasgowEPB.com. and follow us on our various social media platforms. DTS is a non-emergency medical transportation service offered in Barren and surrounding counties. Drivers endure rigorous training before attending their first call to ensure all proper procedures will be implemented. And transporting individuals from one destination to the next is only a part of the mission. DTS desires to make the disabled, disabled, the aging, the down on their luck. Feel seen and loved if you are a caretaker or work in the medical field and want to know more about DTS. Visit DTS.
Different set here. And a hit made right at the 45-yard line. Let's see if they mark it there. It'll be a yard gain, that's all. 2nd and 9. They got Knuckles in at quarterback right now. Who else?
That was Baxter's first carry, wasn't
it?
Yeah. And he didn't get but just positive yardage, barely getting the yard.
2 receivers right for the Falcons, 2 to the left. Got Reese Bartley in the backfield with Bryson Knuckles. In motion now is Burke to the right. Here's the snap, and he is looking, and the throw is going to be complete, and a hit made. They're going to get the first down. The pass was complete to Levi Miller, I believe, number 5 on the far side of the field.
That was Williams back in.
Yeah, he brought him back in.
Yeah. So pickup of 10 there. Tackled by Briggs Harris. Right, pretty much where he caught it, but he did a good job knowing where the route needed to be run to pick up that first down. Third first down on the drive from Monroe County as they're marching into our territory.
2 receivers each way for the Falcons. It's Williams. And do we have a flag? Or just, what do we got?
Looks like there is
delay
offsides.
Or offsides, okay. We don't have a play clock up here.
No play clock here, no, sir. And that's the first penalty of the game. Must have been lined up in offside position there. I didn't see anybody jump. They threw it there from the far sideline.
Yeah, so it's going to be 1st and 5 for Monroe County as that moves the ball inside the 30 down to the 29.
A few changes on the defensive line for us. You heard Coach in the pregame say we're trying to do a good job moving offense and defensive line in and out pretty often.
Got Bartley in the backfield. Williams is the quarterback out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it. And on the run on the option play. Oh, it was caught by Bartley. Breaks away with a couple of tacklers, and he's going to head down the left sideline and out of bounds. Right around, let's see, they're going to mark it at about the 7 or 8. Trojans could not wrap him up. Back up here at the 29-yard line.
A gain of 20 on what should have been a sack, a tackle for loss, or he had to turn around and catch the ball behind him, and he broke about 3 tackles. You see why he is a really good back for them.
The ball is on the Trojan 9. Williams takes the snap, and he kept it. He's going right side, cuts back inside, and tackled around the 5.
Tackled by Whitaker and Thomas. Going to get about 5, almost, we'll say 4.
Ball right on the 5-yard line. So it's 2nd down.
We only have 1 play on the sheet in which they haven't gained chunk plays. They're doing a good job following their blocks, letting the blocks set up, and really letting their guys pave the way.
Knuckles is the lone wide receiver here on the near side. They've got Burke and Bartley in the backfield, each on each side of Williams, and Williams is going to keep it. Runs it to the far side of the field, trying to cut the corner. Flag on the play. He made it in, but let's see. It could be
a legitimate hold
Monroe.
on the right side. We had a guy couldn't get off our block. That was the end that was held and turned in, and it looks like Bird was playing that spot. And 76 just held him and couldn't let him turn to keep him from making a tackle or trying to make a play anyway. First penalty on Monroe.
So that'll move it back to the 15-yard line for Monroe County. 5:41 to go here in the first quarter. Monroe County's had the football the entire first quarter so far.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to say time of possession here. They've held it for over 6 minutes and counting, about 6.5 minutes when this play goes off, and we have yet to put the offense on the field.
Knuckles and Miller, receivers to the right. Kane and Burke here on the left side. Williams is the quarterback with Bartley to his right. Drops back. Here's the throw. The pass is complete. Tackle made around the 9, I believe. That was Jay Rowland, the receiver, I think. Was it Williams? Let's see.
It was
Rowland or Miller?
It was 5.
Okay, that was Miller. Levi Miller.
Tackled by 4 for us from Braxton Carnes.
So now it's 3rd down.
Picked up about 5.
Yeah, from the 10. If the Trojans can hold them here.
Big couple plays for us. I don't know what kind of field goal kicker they've got. So I think
they've got a pretty good field goal kicker.
Okay.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2 so far and 8 for 8 on extra points. Williams takes the snap. He's looking to the right. Here's the pass. The throw is complete into the end zone to Bryson Knuckles.
Wide open.
Wide open, yep.
Great route. Just kind of looked like it was going to be a fade route to the back pylon, turned and set down at the front pylon, and the defensive back wasn't even close. 10-yard touchdown and a great opening drive from Monroe County that eats up a huge chunk of the first quarter.
Mm-hmm. Extra point try here. He could go perfect. Braden Day Quick, 6'3", 155 junior. The holder is Gerald's. Here's the kick. It's up, and it is good. 7-0 Monroe County here to start the ball game. 4:33 to go here in the first quarter. Let's go down to Joey Bunch for a sideline report.
Guys, that's how you eat up the clock on the first drive of a ball game, and you control the clock. So, we had a couple of times there that we had the opportunity to get off the field. The one botch play reminded me of the play at Glasgow on the punt. It was almost a fumble, and then we turned into a 20-yard gain. They get a first down out of it, and then, had the holding call, brought it back. It's just we got to get back, we got to get the ball, and we got to move it down the field. And I'll tell you, the one thing I'm going to look for on this is we've got to sustain a drive here. We can't keep the defense on the field for that long continuously. So we'll see what happens here. Let's get the ball and let's move it.
Yep.
7.5-minute drive to open the game for Monroe County, and you're absolutely right. As soon as that play went behind him, he was able to kind of reach back there and grab it. It looked like Glasgow all over again, and they ended up getting the points off the first drive, in which we had some opportunities to get off and get the ball back, but just didn't happen. So this was a well-orchestrated, very efficient drive by Monroe to open the game. And as Joey said, we have to answer. The worst thing we could do here is go 3 and out and give it right back to him.
Mm-hmm. Dalen Thomas is back along with, let's see, who else is back there for the Trojans? Is that Weston Shelton? Here's the kick by Day Quick coming to the left side of the field. Shelton grabs it at the 20, 25, up to the 30, 35, trying to pick up speed, and he goes out of bounds right around the, let's see where they mark it, 45-yard line.
Awful close to being a late hit, too. He was almost tackled in the water coolers over here. Not something you really want to see for a kid that just came back last week and a unit that's already kind of shorthanded.
Yep.
Great field position. We got to see what we can do to answer the points.
That is right. 4:25 to go, first quarter. Monroe County with a 7-0 lead. Dalen Thomas, Corbin Wells in the backfield. It's split with Briggs Harris. Trying to get position here. Jackson Burns, the wing back. Here's the snap. And the handoff comes to Wells. He's going nowhere.
That was an unbelievable push by their defensive line. You can tell some of the energy carried over from their offensive drive. Our offensive line was just standing up and looking behind them as what just happened here.
Yeah, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans.
Their defensive line is not the biggest. You look across the heights and weights.
Yeah, on their defensive side, 190, 190, 200.
That's sometimes deceiving, though, because their speed.
Mm-hmm. Snap comes to Dalen Thomas. Thomas trying to power his way across the 50 to the Falcon 49, looks like.
Yeah, just put his head down, straightforward run, dove forward to get 6. So 3rd and 4.
And he may have to get the ball quite a bit tonight against this Monroe County defense. 3rd down 4 for the Trojans. 3:22 to go, first quarter. If you just joined us, it's 7-0 Monroe County. Jackson Bird to the tight end spot here on the near side is still Whitaker. Briggs Harris rolling out left. He's on the run and spins away from a couple of tacklers. Gets the first down at the Falcon 45.
Had to break a tackle to do it, but fell forward right at the stick. I think he had a man downfield, and that was Bird initially, but couldn't square his shoulders to get enough on it to get it there. Instead broke out of the pocket and was able to pick up the first down.
2:43. It's been a quick first quarter, that's for sure.
Yeah, no penalties, 2 penalties.
Yeah,
They're running the ball. The clock hasn't stopped very much. So,
first and 10 Trojans. Bird in the wing back. Wells and Thomas in the backfield. He's going to keep it. Harris on the run to the 45, trying to get to the 40. Does, and gets to the 35 and down to the 34.
Got a good block on the outside. That was Shelton and Wells over here just chipping and was able to pick up another 10.
On the near side for Briggs Harris.
Back-to-back first downs, moving the ball a little bit.
Ball at the Monroe County 35. 2 minutes to play, first quarter. Jackson Pierce, receiver out to the left. Wells and Thomas in the backfield. Sliding over Whitaker and Bird. Bird now at the wing back. Here's the pitch out. It's Dalen Thomas trying to find some running room. And a flag is on the play. He stopped at the 31.
That did not look good from the start. He was trying to get to the outside, and his lead blockers wouldn't give him the alley to get in front of him. And we ended up holding all the same. So we're going to back it up 10 and didn't get much on it anyways.
And we'll put it back at the 45.
Yeah, that's right. So first and 20. Good news, it's a first down play. Bad news is you got to pick up double the distance.
Yep.
Yet to put the ball in the air.
Shelton is the receiver here on the near side for the Trojans. And under center is Briggs Harris. Bird comes in motion to the near side. Backfield is split, rolling out right. Harris looking, dumps it off there. On the left side, it's Corbin Wells. And Wells is going to be hit at the 36-yard line.
Gain at 9. Good job getting it back. Just kind of a little screen on the left side. Didn't get as good a mark as I.
Yeah, I thought he had it down a little bit at 36, but they actually put it at the 38.
Say 8 is the gain.
Actually 37-yard line. 45 seconds to go here in the quarter. 7-0 Monroe County.
One more play, and that'll
be it.
Pretty much do it, probably.
Second and 12 for the Trojans right here. Shelton here on the near side. Thomas and Wells in the backfield. Harris under center, takes the snap. He's going to hand it off this time to Bird, running around on the near side. 30, 25, out of bounds at the 24.
And I don't know. Yeah, he said run the clock, and then he said stop it, but that's not a first down. But they moved the chains anyway.
They did. They're going to give him a first down. And that will end it for this first quarter. So we played one here in Tompkinsville with the Monroe County Falcons leading the Barren County Trojans 7-0. Back with quarter number 2 after this 1-minute timeout on WCLU Burgundy 104.
FinKY.com.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Hey!
very much on the sideline here in Tompkinsville. The Trojans trailing the Burgundy Falcons 7-0 as we go to quarter number 2. Brought to you by CRS Construction.
Well, I didn't think he got the first down, but he fell forward just enough to pick it up. He needed 13, and he got 13 there on that well-designed run, and he had no blocking out there on the edge, did Jackson Bird. It was just speed where he hit another gear and was able to pick up all 13 kind of on his own before he got ran out of bounds.
Yep. Trojans switch into the field as they'll move right to left here in the second quarter.
They're doing some kind of recognition here over the PA, so we're held up just briefly before we start the second quarter because of it.
Yeah, and I think at halftime they're going to recognize the 1985 Monroe County Falcon football team, the first Monroe County football team. The 85 team, that was after the consolidation with Tompkinsville and Gamaliel back in 1985. So the 85 football team, it's been 40 years, 40th anniversary of their first football squad. Sam Clark was the head coach here at Monroe County that year. And here is the handoff. It's Thomas getting some running room on the right side, and he'll go, let's see, where is he at, 17-yard line?
Yes, it'll be.
So he picked up about 7, didn't he?
I think they marked it at 18.
Okay, they're going to give him 6 on it then. It's going to be 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4, and a ball at the 18 of Monroe County.
We're working on a big chunk of the game being taken up by this drive as well to answer kind of Monroe County's. But the most important is here as we get closer to the end zone to put those points on there.
Yeah. Weston Shelton is the receiver here on the near side. Whitaker and Thomas get lined up. Thomas at a wing backfield split. Harris pitches it out. It's Jackson Bird running it up the middle and taking it down to about the 12, maybe the 11.
Pick up a 7.
First down. Picking up some chunks here.
It's our 4th first down on the drive. As we get a fresh set of downs, as you said, at the 11. Maybe the 12, actually.
Yeah. One score update here. Grayson County, Butler County, 0-0 after one quarter. Grayson County, one of the Trojans' opponent in district play this year. Weston Shelton, wide receiver to the right. Thomas and Bird to the wing backs. And Bird goes in motion. And there's the handoff to Thomas. Thomas trying to find some running room on the far side of the field. Going to be tackled inside the 10 down to around the 9. And that'll be a pickup of 3 at least on the play.
Had really good blocking on the edge. The problem was the pursuit didn't allow him get to all the way to the edge, and some of those linebackers crept up and held him to just a short gain.
Yeah. So they're at the Monroe County 9. It's 2nd down and 7. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter.
Need a push.
Yeah. Shelton here on the near side. It's Whitaker and Bird. Come over left side of the line. And here is the handoff. Busting through there. Taking it in. Think we got a touchdown, Barren County.
Good job by Jackson Bird from that wing position to coming through right up the middle. Got the handoff. Good job of ball handling by Briggs Harris. He faked it one way, faked it to Dalen, and then Bird came right up the middle for that 11-yard gain. Great job. Monroe didn't even know Bird was carrying it right up the middle to pay her.
He faked me out, too. Here. 9:45 to go here in the first half. 7-6. Let's see if we can tie it up here. As Jacob Dooley's been pretty effective on extra point tries so far this season. Here in this 4th week of the high school football season already. Hard to believe. Here's a snap. Ball is down. The kick is up, and it is good. We got a tied game.
We put about a 6-minute drive together ourselves to answer Monroe County's 7.5-minute drive. So really good job there, Joey, of answering and doing exactly what we needed to do.
You know, some people say that's what the doctor ordered. That's exactly what Jay Turner ordered right there, is a drive like that one, and to come back and match it energy for energy. And, guys, this is what you call clean high school football. We're talking, it took less than 20 minutes to run the first quarter, and when you don't have incomplete passes, flags being thrown, the kids just playing them, that's just really good offense.
Yeah.
I was really impressed there with our line. You know, the first play, we kind of was a little shocked at how fast they were getting off the ball. They are different on their offensive line compared to defensive line, size-wise, but speed-wise, their defensive line. But I think we settled in, blocked really well, and we got to the corners and the edges. That may be something that we keep going to until they adjust to it. But way to answer it, just a great drive on the offensive for the Trojans.
And I thought Chad did a really good job calling plays there. Chad and Coach Myers did a really good job calling plays, mixing it up, and getting it to our playmakers in different ways.
Here's the kickoff. Nice kick there by Dooley. It's going to be caught at the 10 and fumbled.
Get on it.
Having trouble picking it up. And it'll be stopped right there at the 15-yard line. Having trouble, it was Griffin Spears, the kickoff returner.
And he went to a knee as he was bobbling it, and that possession ended right there as he touched the ball and went to a knee. But I don't think he really ever truly gained possession. So good kick coverage, as John said. That's been really good for us all year. So they're pinned deep in their own territory there at the 16 to take over.
Jackson Bird's 11-yard touchdown run for Barren County. That was brought to you by Riley Dental Group and the extra point try by Extreme Health Club and Fitness by Jacob Dooley. Monroe County setting up with two receivers each way. They're going to put it in the air, and on the near side, it's going to be caught here on the near side by Bryson Knuckles at the 27 for a first down.
They've kept Williams in at quarterback, and him and Knuckles have connected several times, and our defensive backs are getting the first real test they've seen all year. Huge separation that time from Knuckles, just a go, stop, dig route there. Once he got to the chain, another first down for them. That's their fifth.
And that's at the 28-yard line. Two receivers each way for the Falcons. Williams is the quarterback in shotgun formation. Takes the snap. He's going to pitch it over the left side. And is that Bartley?
That is Reese Bartley on the left edge. And super pursuit there by Catavian Fryer. He got through from his right tackle position and no gain. They're actually lost. Yeah.
Loss of 2 on the play for the Falcons. Brings up second down and 12.
And I think they know the tough running is kind of actually up the middle, and that's why they've mixed it up and passed it a lot more than they have in their previous 3 games.
Williams in shotgun, Bartley to his right, 2 receivers each way. Here's the snap to Williams. Williams looking to the near side. He's going to air it out. It's going to be a pass that could be broken up, and it almost was. Weston Shelton had his back to the ball. It was intended for Bryson Knuckles at the 37-yard line. That thing stood up in the air for quite a while.
And he almost caught it. And it would have been an interesting call to see if he could have come down with the football, because he was juggling it as he went out of bounds and ended up Shelton hand fought with him enough that he couldn't get 2 hands on the football. And as you said, it hung up there forever.
All of our instant replays tonight brought to you by the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. 8:49 to go in the first half. We got a tied game here in Tompkinsville. Monroe County, Barren County. Williams in shotgun formation, takes the snap, drops back. He's looking to the near side. Pass is incomplete to Knuckles at the 35, and it's going to bring up a 4th down for Monroe County.
2 incomplete passes in a row, and it looked like our defender fell down there, and he just had to get rid of it a little quicker. The pressure was slow coming, but it finally did to force him to get that pass out.
The punter is Caden Jarrows for Monroe County.
Second time this year we played on a real surface, so they don't have the turf bounce here in Tompkinsville.
Yep. Jackson Bird is the punt returner. Here's Jarrows with his punt. High punt, and Bird catches it, trying to get away, and he's going to be tackled back at the 27-yard line. He caught it around the 35, had to go backwards, and had no running room.
Yeah, that was actually a really good kick, a high spiral, and he had nowhere to go. He had 3 Falcons staring him down as soon as he caught it. It was actually ended up being more of a tough catch than he anticipated, being over his back shoulder, and you have that one to look at on tape. You probably fair catch it, but still a good job corralling it, and we get the ball at our own 28?
Mm-hmm. Bowling Green South Warren tied at 7 into the first quarter. Glasgow leading Allen County Scottsville 7-0 after 1 period.
Bowling Green has a chance to be 0-4, depending on how that game goes when we see them next week.
Harris with a pass. It's through the hands of Shelton.
We've only thrown
some fire behind that one.
Yeah, we've only thrown it twice tonight. The timing was just a little off as Shelton was still coming out of his break and couldn't get turned around to find the football.
So it brings up 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans at their own 29. 8:32 to go, first half. Tied 7-7. Shelton goes wide right once again. Got Wells and Thomas in the backfield. The wingback is Jackson Bird, and Harris is under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Wells, and Wells brought down at the 30. He'll pick up 2 on the play, but it'll bring up 3rd down now and about 8 yards to go. They've got to get it to the 38-yard line for a first down.
Tough running there for Corbin in between the tackles. They loaded the box on us, and we didn't have an answer to block all those backers they filled the gaps with.
So 3rd down and 8 for Barren. Shelton wide right. With Wells and Thomas. Jackson Bird at the wing. Thomas goes in motion right. Rolling out right, Briggs Harris. Harris got some running room here. Going to have to get rid of it. He's going to get tackled from behind. And that will be at the 33, maybe the 34. Not enough for the first down.
Didn't give him as good a spot as he fell forward. I thought he fell forward for maybe 5. They give him 4, so it'll be 4th and 4.
Yeah.
Just a little too far to even think about probably. So we'll send Bird back to punt. So Monroe answers our hold with a hold of their own.
So Briar Burke, along with Reese Bartley, the punt returners for Monroe County. 7:12 to go in the first half. Game running right along here, 7-7 the score. Jackson Bird, the punter. He's standing back around the 20-yard line. And here is Bird with his punt. Good one.
Low line drive.
Yep, and it's fumbled, picked up. It's Bartley. Bartley trying to find some running room, and he's going to be tackled by Corbin Wells at the 34-yard line.
That's 2 kicks in a row they've had trouble handling. Unfortunately for us, we haven't had a man on to be able just to dive on the football, and they actually ended up with not a terrible return there. All right.
6:50 to play here in the first half. 7-7 ball game as Monroe County has 2 receivers each way. Williams at quarterback. He's going to keep it and goes down about the 37, maybe the 38.
Pick up a 4.
So it'll be 2nd down and 6. They've got to get it to the 44, close to the 45 for the first down.
Like Thomas came back from that end position, following him around, and maybe Harris too on the tackle.
Yep. Falcons with 2 receivers each way once again. Williams in shotgun formation, takes a snap.
Motion.
He's looking, in trouble. He's going to get sacked back at the 30-yard line.
Braxton just came out of nowhere there and got the sack. A good job. Williams couldn't even kind of set his feet or make a move around, and a big loss is more than likely going to be nullified by a play after. Yeah, that's just uncalled for by one of our defensive guys. Just slung a guy down after the play was over. There's no reason for that, and that's not a bad call, unfortunately. So can't do it. Can't do it. Inexcusable. When the game is this close, when the teams are this close, that is the difference between winning and losing, honestly.
Yep, that's true. That moves the football to the 49 and a first down for Monroe County.
It was actually dead ball, so it was after the play, so the sack counts for Carnes.
2 receivers each way for Monroe County. Williams with a running back to his right. Takes the snap a little low. Williams will throw. It is going to be complete to Knuckles. And Knuckles will get a first down at the Trojan 40.
Gain of 11. Back first downs, one by penalty, one on a crossing route right over the middle.
Coming down to 5 minutes to play here in the first half.
Froze our back over here on the right or left side actually, and Knuckles went right behind him. Great ran route and well executed play.
Williams and Miller, the receivers here on the near side. Knuckles, I'm sorry. Williams, the quarterback, he kept it 40, 35, down at the 32. The base spot at 33.
Give him 7.
Yep.
Carnes on the tackle.
So second down and about 3 for Monroe County at the Trojan 33-yard line. 4.5 minutes to play, first half.
I mean, we've seen both these kids, really the two that are hurting us the most, Knuckles and Williams, for years in basketball, and football has been kind of secondary sometimes, but they're really showing out here early in the first half.
Yeah. Bartley to the right of Williams. He takes a snap, drops back, he's looking, throws it across, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for Knuckles. He had double coverage by the Trojans. Yeah. And it's now third down and 3.
We have to make an adjustment to where our safety, our extra guy, kind of goes to Knuckles and makes them go somewhere else. The way those two are kind of locked in on each other right now, it's clearly quarterback and his favorite target, and they're just finding green space and playing pitch and catch.
Yeah. Knuckles goes wide left this time.
4 down territory for them.
Williams has 2 running backs, one on each side. Here's a snap to Williams. Handoff. Bartley. Bartley taken down for a loss. That'll be a loss of 2 for Monroe County at the 35.
I said Baxter, and you were right. That was Bartley. I don't know.
I'm not sure why. I mean, Baxter's over here on the sideline with his helmet off.
I said Baxter was about 100 yards short of 3,000 for his career. So he's got a 20-yard play for them. And that's about it tonight.
Here's Knuckles on the near side. 2 backs, 1 on each side. Williams on a 4th and 5 takes a snap. He's looking. And what do we got here?
Timeout is a blown dead play. Timeout.
Barren County. So 3:31 to go here in the first half, with the Trojans and the Falcons deadlocked at 7. See if we got any other score updates here. Last report, Glasgow, Allen County, Scottsville after 1, 7-0 Scotties. Bowling Green, South Warren tied at 7 after 1. Grayson and Butler 0-0 after 1. So we'll be getting close to halftime on several of these games.
Hey, guys, there was a good reason for that timeout. Defensive line was lined up in the neutral zone, and coaches were afraid we were fixing to get a flag thrown. That was going to give them a first down. That's why the timeout was called by us.
Okay.
That's a good observation by them, because one of the 2 penalties, well, actually we have 3 penalties now. We have that 15-yarder, but one of the 3 penalties we had was a defensive alignment issue.
A timeout by the Trojans, brought to you by the People's Bank. So we're down to 3:31 to go.
You still got to be careful, though, of just giving them that free first down with an aggressive count here by Williams.
And you've got Knuckles lined up wide left this time. 2 running backs, 1 on each side of Williams. And Williams calls a play. He's going to hand it off. Oh,
ball.
And let's see.
It doesn't matter. It's our ball nonetheless.
Anyway, it was 4th down.
They try to go a little razzle-dazzle there and hand it off to the running back and get Williams back on the end around. And we got there to blow the play up before they were able to hand it off. And that was just an excellent defensive effort. We'll see who got through there and blew it up here in a second. It's not easy to see on the replay. Joey, help me out on that one. Is there any way to do that?
Did you see down there, Joey?
Hey, just a lot of white jerseys, a lot of containment. I mean, everything looked good, but the play was off a little bit. It looked like it was going to be fumbled. Then the hit was made. I couldn't see who it was that got it, but we got it, and that's a good thing. 3.5 minutes with the ball in the end zone.
A lot of burgundy and gold out there. And this time, Harris on the handoff. Thomas on the far sideline, out of bounds around the 46.
Give him 5.
Yeah. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for Barren at the Trojans on 46-yard line. 3 minutes to play. First half tied at 7. Coming up at halftime, we'll have the SCRTC halftime report. We'll take a look at the scoring summary and our McDonald's halftime stats. Less than 3 minutes away. Been a quick first half here in Tompkinsville. Thomas in motion right. There's Harris on the handoff.
Kept it.
Yep. And now he's looking. Oh, he's going to get sacked. I thought he had somebody open there. And
got to get rid of it.
Yep.
Got to get rid of it. No matter if you throw it out of bounds, you got Bird over there on the edge. You just got to get rid of it. I don't know if he saw the fender coming from the blind side, but that is a loss of about 7?
Yeah, we were at the 46, so now it's back at the 39. That would be 7. 3rd down and 12 now for Barren.
I don't know where that play broke down. I think he thought he had more time than he did, and when he got hit, was lucky to hang on to the football.
Jackson Pierce at receiver on the right side. We've got 3 here on the left side, and now Harris looking to throw, scrambling now, going to have to do something with it. And did he intercept it?
He just threw it to a Monroe County receiver.
I think it's intercepted.
He's out of bounds.
Okay.
That was
close. That was really close.
But I don't know what.
It's going to be 4th down anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't know what that drive was, just to be honest with you. Those 2 rollouts, and we didn't get rid of it at all. Neither play. And they've just now changed the down marker, so it is 4th down, and we'll have to punt it. Jackson's 2nd punt of the evening.
Yeah. Burke and Bartley are back for Monroe County. And here is Jackson Bird's punt.
Get on it.
He's going to take it to Burke. He dropped it, bounced right back in his hands. Now Burke is going to be tackled at the 29-yard line.
That was Bartley.
It was Bartley?
Yeah.
Okay. He was number 20.
Yeah.
Burke's 20. Bartley's 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's 3 kicks in a row that they've bobbled. We just haven't given it enough hang time to be able to get down there and cover it. An important 1:35 to go. Monroe has called a timeout. We've called a timeout. So 2 timeouts each way, but they're definitely going to come out throwing it here and showing they can do it.
Yep. Got Williams at quarterback, 2 receivers each way. Snap. Going to keep it. Goes down. Wow. Collapsed on him. That's still Whitaker.
He faked it to Bartley, and Bartley was covered up, but so was he before he was able to realize it. Good. We're getting pretty good penetration from our line, specifically or especially on those run plays.
And that's going to be a loss of almost 3 for Monroe. It's going to be 2nd and 13. As we come down to the 1-minute mark here of this first half. Williams is a receiver here on the near side. Burke and Kane out to the left. Williams now will hand it off and nowhere to go.
I would think about calling a timeout, but
that was to Reese Bartley.
Yeah, and we just did call timeout. Good call, Robert.
Okay, so we need to take a timeout. 46.7, 7-7 the score. Back in a minute on WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
Ball is at the 23-yard line. It is 3rd down and 16 for Monroe County. And now,
timeout.
Got another timeout here.
Monroe County.
46.7 to go here in the first half. Barren County 7, Monroe County 7. And this timeout is brought to you by the People's Bank.
It was a really odd timeout. After a timeout, it's not like a basketball timeout where you go out there and see what kind of alignment they set up in.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of making sure they have the play call that they want. And really, they're backed up a little bit here. They can't take a knee because it would be 4th down. We take another timeout and at least force them to punt to see what happens. So they're going to have to run a play and really would do a favor for us if we were able to get an incomplete pass. So curious to see what they come up with.
Yeah.
Last time they called a timeout, they tried a trick play that didn't work.
All right, Knuckles is here on the near side. The receivers left and right, 2 running backs. Williams takes the snap, drops back. He's looking for Knuckles. He's going to air it out, and it is going to be incomplete.
Good effort. The ball was right there in his lap, to be honest with you, but the pressure was side by side, step for step, and then by Shelton and Harris had him over the top as well. So that incompletion stops it with 40.9. We'll get it with 40.9 and 1 timeout. They didn't ever take the 2 timeouts there off the board that were just called back and forth. So each team has 1 left.
And Caden Geralds is the punter for Monroe County. Back at the 10-yard line. Jackson Bird for Barren, the punt returner.
Last time he hit a good one.
Yep. And here's Geralds with the punt. Yep, it's another good one, and it's going to take a bounce, a high bounce, and will roll down to about the 30-yard line.
The only
with 29 seconds to play.
The only thing not fair catching it there does for you is it takes about 10 seconds or so off the clock. So not a big difference, but by getting out of the way, you avoid any ball handling error, and you for sure change possession.
We want to see if Joey can get in touch with Coach Myers for a halftime comment here, so we only have 29 seconds to play. Hopefully get a comment or two from Coach Myers.
You run
Trojans will have the football to start the second half.
You run this play, you see what happens, and then you can make a decision whether you want to use that timeout and run another one.
Weston Shelton, the receiver, here on the near side. As Whitaker and Bird shift over to the right. And here's Briggs Harris. He's going to look to the left side. Is caught by Shelton at the 30, 35-40, and out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Good play, West.
First down, stops the clock with 22.4.
31 to the 43. Shelton gets 11.
So the ball is at the 43.
Move it to 11 and just a few seconds off the clock. You conserve your timeout because he went out of bounds.
This time Pierce is the receiver here on the near side. 3 out to the right. Briggs Harris rolling out right. He's looking. The throw is going to be complete to Shelton. Around the 50-yard line.
You got to call your timeout.
Yep. He stayed in bounds. Couldn't get out of bounds quick enough. And the clock stopped here to move the chains at 14.5.
Good effort.
We got a timeout here.
Got about 7. He just got tripped up, and he was heading straight for the sideline to get out of bounds because what you want to do is ultimately, I don't know, you're right at midfield. I don't know if your goal is to get a touchdown, but your goal was probably to save that timeout to get a chance to kick it. Jacob hit a 37 the other day. He was hitting them from 40 in warm-ups. That's obviously with no rush and just no game simulation, but not having that timeout makes it a little bit more difficult now with just 14.5 left on the clock.
Yeah. This other timeout brought to you by the People's Bank. Get ready for the halftime report brought to you by SCRTC. 14.5 seconds to go here in the second quarter. The ball right on the 50. And Jackson Pierce is going to be the receiver here on the near side. I think, well, let's see, we're also going to have Weston Shelton, Corbin Wells. Dalen Thomas is going to be in the backfield, left side of Harris. And he takes the snap, and here's Harris throwing to the right side. It's complete to Bird. Steps out of bounds at about the 42, stopping the clock with 9.9, and another first down for Barren County.
Yeah. They marked it at more like the 44, so pick up a 6. But it did get the first down, which doesn't really matter. This is probably your last play of the half. So the way Monroe lined up a while ago, they didn't really have – they've got everybody within 10 yards of the ball. They don't have anybody back playing safety. So just throw it up and go get it.
Here's Harris looking, throwing it right side. It is going to be incomplete.
Actually get another play.
With 4.6, intended for Jackson Bird.
Coach said this too, and this is easy to glance over, but the Bartley kid, the freshman, is a really good pass blocker when he's in the backfield. And Coach mentioned that, and that was something that we had noticed the first couple of weeks. With him being in a boot and not playing tonight, somebody has to shift to that role, and not having him in this situation hurts.
All right, Trojans get lined up. Pierce is on the near side. Wingback is, I believe, Shelton. He comes in motion. Left. Backfield split. Handoff to Thomas. Thomas is going to get to about the 36, and time runs out here at halftime. 7-7 the score. Let's go down to Joey Bunch, see if he can get Coach Myers with a halftime comment.
Give me just 1 second, guys. I'm over here to get him. I've got him coming to me right now.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Coach. Just a couple moments. First half thoughts?
Hey, it's a great football game, man. Two good football teams going out there battling right now. I mean, good, strong, physical football game. Both teams playing good defense. We're both making some plays on the offensive side. It's a, pretty even match right now. So we just keep battling. We get the ball to start the second half, and we're doing some good things. We shot ourselves in the foot a couple of times. Got an incomplete pass there on first down. Kind of puts us behind the chains. We got a penalty that really hurt us. We're fixing to get a lot better field position. A couple things like that. They could say the same thing. So proud of our kids. They've played their hearts out. We're playing hard. We're putting ourselves in a position to win this football game. We just got to keep grinding.
Gotcha, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Joey. Halftime here in Tompkinsville. It's Barren County 7, Monroe County 7. We'll come back with our SCRTC halftime report after this 3-minute timeout. We'll take a 3-minute timeout here on WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939. SCRTC Connect is the ultimate Wi-Fi experience. Welcome home to reliable internet from SCRTC, your fiber optic provider. Create a tailored environment that allows you to take control of your Wi-Fi. Simple and intuitive features to keep your Wi-Fi network safe and at peak performance. Sign up for SCRTC Fiber Fast Internet today and download the ultimate Wi-Fi experience to take control of your internet. SCRTC Connect.
Southern States and Glasgow knows it's summertime now, but Billy and Lindsay want you to be prepared when the weather turns cold.
Hey, Lindsay, it's hot.
Well, Billy, you know it won't be that long before folks are needing propane for the heating season.
I think it would be great if we could grow our propane business at Southern States Glasgow.
We do have great service technicians and an excellent group of guys to deliver propane.
Let's do it. Let's grow our propane business.
Southern States and Glasgow is your local propane dealer.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank. Working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for
halftime
details
here
and
in
to learn more.
Tompkinsville as the Barren County Trojans and the Monroe County Falcons are deadlocked 7-7 on the SCRTC halftime report. We'll take a look at the scoring summary. And we'll have the McDonald's halftime stats. And the only touchdown for Monroe County in this ball game came at 4:33 to go in the first quarter. Bryson Knuckles scored on a 10-yard pass from Branson Williams to give the Falcons the first lead at 6-0. Then Braden Day Quick came in to kick the extra point. 7-0 Monroe County after the first period. Then at 9:45 to go in the second quarter, it was Barren County's Jackson Bird scoring on an 11-yard run to make it a 7-6 ball game. And then Jacob Dooley's kick ties the ball game up 7-7. That's where we are right now.
Well, a very similar game on the scoreboard and also on the stat lines as well. We've ran 22 plays for 97 yards, 13 rushes for 65 of that 97. Our individual totals. Jackson Bird has 3 carries for 31 and a 11-yard touchdown. Dalen has 4 for 21, Briggs 4 for 11, and Corbin Wells 2 for 2. Passing-wise, Briggs Harris is 4 of 7 for 32. Wells caught 1 ball for 8. Shelton caught 2 for 18, and Bird caught 1 for 6. We have 7 first downs. We've been penalized 3 times for 30 and not turned the football over. Monroe County has ran 28 plays for 81 yards. 16 of those were rushing plays for 27 yards. Nobody really tearing it up on the ground. The Baxter kid surprisingly only has 2 carries. I thought this would be a game where he's flirting with 3,000 for his career, and he's not even flirting with 3 carries. So I need one of our investigative reporters to kind of give me some insight on that. So I'll work on that and see what we have. But where they're really hurting us a little bit is Williams is throwing the football well. We made some adjustments late to make it a little tougher on them, but he's 6 of 10 for 54 yards. Knuckles has caught the majority of those, and they did have that 10-yard touchdown through the air. They've also got 7 first downs, just 1 penalty for 10 yards, and did not turn. I didn't count that turnover on downs there as a turnover, but neither team turned it over. So both teams started the game with a big long drive that ate up really half of a quarter, and then we exchanged quick drives, and then exchanged quick drives again at the end of the half, and we get the football to start it. So I thought it's been a well-managed game, a well-called game, and I told you, right? You've got officials that keep the ball going, keep the ball moving, and the game is done the same as well. So it's a much easier game to watch and a fun game, and one little mistake, one way or the other, is going to be the difference in this football game here as we're 7-7 here at the break.
Yep. That's your McDonald's halftime stats here on the SCRTC halftime report, where our score is halftime tied 7-7 between Monroe County and Barren County here in Tompkinsville. Got some other scores from around the area on the scoreboard update brought to you by Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Byrd. Hart County leading McLean County 7-0. That's I guess that's a halftime score. Grayson County leads Butler County 7-6 at the half. And I think LaRue County was leading Greene County 20-14 at this last report I just received. You got anything else, Robert? That's all I've got so far. I haven't got Glasgow and Allen halftime.
Let's see if I can get anything. Warren East, Warren Central. You got that one?
No.
Warren East is up 24-22 with about 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Let's see. You got the Grayson score. Allen is down 28-0. Glasgow's up 28-0 at the half. Franklin Simpson's up over Russellville. Sorry if I'm repeating some of these. 21-7. And so that's some of interest. The Bowling Green score, you got that one?
I don't have the update.
17-7. South adds a field goal there with about 2 minutes to play in the first half. 17-7. The Spartans are ahead, and Bowling Green flirting with an 0-4 start to the year because they've had a tough schedule.
Tough schedule.
Not really a game I want to go into with them looking for their first win, but that may be what happens. Hopefully, we're coming off of one.
Yeah. Well, when we come back after this 3-minute timeout, we'll have the weekly recap of Barren County High School fall sports. We'll talk about some volleyball, some golf, and some other fall sports that's going on at Barren County High School as we take this 3-minute timeout. Again, our score here at halftime, Barren County 7, Monroe County 7 here in Tompkinsville on WCLU Burgundy, 104.7 FM.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Score big this season with a Glasgow EPB fiber internet. Looking to upgrade your connection? Then add whole home Wi-Fi for only $5 a month, with 24/7 Glasgow EPB service support included absolutely free. Don't fumble your home's internet connection. Make the big play and switch to the winning team at the Glasgow EPB. Sign up for service today at glasgowepb.com/fiber.
DTS is a non-emergency medical transportation service offered in Barren and surrounding counties. Drivers endure rigorous training before attending their first call to ensure all proper procedures will be implemented. And transporting individuals from one destination to the next is only a part of the mission. DTS desires to make the disabled, the aging, the down on their luck feel seen and loved. If you are a caretaker or work in the medical field and want to know more about DTS, visit DTS-KY.com.
Back here in Tompkinsville, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer, Joey Bunch down to the sideline. Monroe County, Barren County deadlocked at 7, and Robert John usually does this halftime report of all the other fall sports going on, and we're going to leave that up to you tonight.
No pressure. We'll start with yesterday, some district golf tournament action at Park Mammoth. The Trojanettes won the tournament with a team score of 168. Chloe Witcher was the individual medalist with a 36. Lucy Zala finished second with a 37. Allie Spillman 47, Rayleigh Terry 48, and Carden Kinslow a 56. The boys finished third. Allen actually beat Glasgow by a single stroke to claim the district crown. Individually for us, J.P. Ross with a 38, Cam Pippin 41, Jay Houchins 41, Cameron Combs 52. Boys soccer beat Allen 8-0. The girls soccer lost 1 to Warren East. The JV did win 3-0 in volleyball. Beat Hart County 2-0, 25-20 and 25-21. The JV also won 2-1, and the freshmen won 2-0. So busy day yesterday. Let's back it up to Tuesday in boys golf action. Glasgow defeated the Trojans 157-173. Cam Pippin led the way with a 38. J.P. Ross 43. Jay Houchins 45. Cam Combs 47. Lincoln Zolla 49. Lincoln Belak also 49. Girls golf, the girls golf team defeated Glasgow. Chloe Witcher 38, Lucy Zolla also a 38, Carden Kinslow 48, Allie Terry 49 to be in our 4 counting scores there. Girls soccer beat Allen County 2-0, and volleyball fell to Warren East 2-1, 16-25, 15-25, and 5-25 in the district match. The JV also lost 2-0 as well. Monday, more boys golf action. Barren County beat Greene County 166-175. Pippin led the way with a 40. Ross 41, Houchins 42, Peyton Janes 42, Cam Combs 43, and Lincoln Zolla with a 45. Boys soccer tied Russell County 2-2, and then the JV won 2-1. In volleyball, our girls won 2-1 over Edmonson County 2, 22-25, 25-17, 25-15. JV won 2-1, and freshmen lost 2-0. And finally, this past Saturday, the girls finished 7 out of 15 teams at Central Hardin. Chloe Witcher led the way with a 74 in that tournament. All right.
So that completes all that. Again, you can get all the scores and results from high school and middle school. And might make mention here that's a particular interest, the middle school football teams, both the 7th and 8th grade middle school football teams, undefeated so far.
Good start.
Yep. Let's look at tomorrow on the sports page. Tomorrow, the volleyball team hosts the Battle in the Barrens. Boys soccer team will host the Trojan Classic tomorrow. Cross-country team at the Central Hardin Fairgrounds Frenzy. And the girls all-state golf's tomorrow, and I'm sure Chloe Witcher is involved in that. Then on Monday, the volleyball team hosts Caverna. The girls soccer team will be at Greene County. Boys golf will be at the KSCC tournament at Dale Hollow. JV football team will host Greenwood on Monday. Then on Tuesday, the volleyball team goes to Allen County Scottsville. Boys soccer teams at Glasgow. Thursday, volleyball's at Russellville. Girls soccer at Glasgow. And boys soccer hosts Warren East.
Busy.
That's,
busy time of the year. Everything's really getting fired up. And as you mentioned, next week's the halfway point of the football season. We're halfway through the first 9 weeks already, so it's going quick.
Moving right along. Still got about 2.5 minutes before we get this second half underway. The third quarter coming up, brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. And let's see, is Joey Bunch down to the sideline? Joey, you down there?
Yep. Jay, I'm right here.
Yes, sir. Let's get a comment from you as we get ready to start the second half.
So as we're talking on the sideline and things, I think this is going to come down to, does anyone make a mistake? And it's also going to be with the football. It's like two teams just going back and forth. And if someone makes a turnover, it's going to be, who can capitalize on that. Clean game. And as we get ready to go to this third quarter, I think there's just a lot of anticipation to see what happens here, because this has been a phenomenal football game. I mean, this is what this guy just told me over here on the sidelines. He said, this is what you pay your money for. Yeah. It's really good football.
Yeah, it's back and forth. There's not a whole lot of mistakes out there, so you're just kind of on pins and needles a little bit to see who does make that first mistake. And one thing I want to correct, I went back and watched it because I second-guessed myself. Bartley was the kid that made that really good play for them. It got the 20-yard gain. It got it down, kind of caught it behind his back. It was not Baxter. A couple of people have texted and said that Coach Pettit said he might not play at all. I don't know if he was injured or what the deal was, but he has been out there, I think, one carry, but nothing else. And that's a difference maker. He's a good player for them, and one of the coaches is kind of down here just talking to him individually. So I don't know if he will play in the second half or not, but that's clearly something that we kind of need to watch and keep our eye on, and our coaches will for sure do that.
Yeah. Well, Coach Pettit sent me the lineup last night. It had Baxter starting, so yeah. I don't know. Must have been something that happened today that he changed his mind.
Well, you know how football coaches are, too. They're not going to it's like a poker player. They're not going to show their hand to us and put a lineup out that if something's different than normal, they just kind of status quo, put everything out the same.
Yeah.
And I thought the first drive was called really well. The last drive where we just went to a couple rollout passes there, we just couldn't execute it very well, and I think it really stalled the drive. Hopefully we can get that same rhythm and same movement that we had the first drive to keep Monroe off the field offensively and also kind of establish the momentum for the second half.
Joey?
You know, guys, it was almost like these coaches know each other on the first drive. It's like they threw things out there that they hadn't seen. Both teams scored, and then both coaches like, okay, let's see what else you can throw at us. And they're like, no, we've seen that before. So it's like each coach was just calling. I mean, they know each other very well.
Right.
Great coaches.
Day Quick will kick off for the Falcons here as the Trojans receive the football here in the second half. Tied at 7 here in Tompkinsville.
Right,
good crowd here tonight at Monroe County's Darrell Carter Stadium. Line drive kick, caught, dropped, picked up. Dalen Thomas has it, 20. Trying to get to the 25. He does. Crosses the 25. Trying to get to the 30. It takes 3 or 4 Falcons to bring him down. He got to the 30.
Yeah, this is such a unique stadium. And you look at all the places putting turf and new fields and new stadiums and updates. This place just has it's almost a spooky atmosphere. You got the fog setting in the distance. It kind of drops off over the backside of it. It just has almost an aura about it, and it's one of the best places to play, but also one of the most difficult.
Mm-hmm. Weston Shelton, receiver here on the near side for the Trojans. As they bring Whitaker and Bird over from the left, and here is the handoff. It's coming to Thomas. Thomas will get to the 34-yard line, a gain of 4.
John says this a lot. When Dalen gets his shoulder squared and he can move forward, he's one of the toughest backs around to tackle. They have done a really good job spinning him around, not getting that momentum and forward progress, but even when Dalen spins and falls, he's doing a good job gaining that 4.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 6 for Barren County. Weston Shelton, the receiver here on the near side. Harris will go under center. Wells and Thomas in the backfield. Oh, fumble. And it's at the 35.
Miscommunication. It was a handoff exchange, and Harris was able to jump right back on it. Didn't lose anything, but more specifically, didn't lose the football. So it was a handoff exchange issue between he and Wells. And sometimes when you make a decision in that split second, the back doesn't know if you're giving it to him or not, and they have to be on the same page.
So now it's 3rd down and 6. Shelton, the receiver on the near side for the Trojans. Shifting over is Whitaker and Bird to the left. Harris under center, takes a snap. Going to hand it off to Bird.
Make a play.
Bird is going to be taken down at the 35. Only got a yard, and it's going to be 4th down now.
That play cannot work that way. Our linemen are 10 yards down the field, and him, meaning Jackson Bird, he needs a block right at the line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. They're getting way in front of him and really doing no good. I mean, you and I block as well as that. So that is a tough turnover on downs right there, less than 2 minutes into the 4th quarter.
And this time they have moved Bryson Knuckles as a punt returner.
Good decision.
Yeah, and they got Briar Burke back there too. And here is Jackson Bird's punt. And this one's going to drop. Oh, nice bounce. Good roll down to about the 26-yard line.
Took a little while longer getting that off, and it wasn't as long of a punt as maybe some of the others, but it kept them from catching it, coming up and fielding it, and we got a little bit of a turf bounce there.
Mm-hmm.
But your defense has been good and held them under 100 yards in the first half. So we've got to keep pace with them back and forth in this little heavyweight fight.
And they'll start their drive here from the 26-yard line. They've got Miller and Knuckles here on the near side, with Bartley to the right of Williams in the backfield of the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the left. And here's the snap to Williams. He's looking left. The throw is there to Burke, and Burke is down at the 32.
Gave him a pretty good spot, gain of about 5.
Is that his first reception, Burke?
I'm not
maybe he
keeping
had another
up.
one somewhere.
I think he had 1. I'm not keeping up individual receptions, but Burke had 1 earlier, I know.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 5 for the Falcons. So they have it on their own 31. Knuckles, Miller here on the near side. 2 receivers out to the left. And Williams on the count. Sending a man in motion. There's the handoff. Coming to Burke. Burke will be tackled at the 30. A loss of at least 1.
Corbin Wells chased him down from behind there. You could see where that play was coming the whole way.
So it will be a loss of almost 2 on the play. It'll be right on the 30-yard line.
Haven't moved the stick yet, have they?
I thought it was right on the 30. That stick.
They did finally.
Well, okay. 3rd down and 6 for Monroe County. They've got Miller and Knuckles here playing the short side of the field. 2 receivers out left. And try to draw off sides here, and I think they got it. I don't know. It was late.
And they're going to mark it against us.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I didn't see any movement at all.
I thought they moved.
It was on the right side of our defense.
But we can move.
Yeah, we can move. That's right. I don't know if we went over. I just seen y'all just said you didn't see movement. I'd seen that movement there.
And that's twice that usually you get a little bit of a break from the official on your side, and they switch at halftime. But that official on our side has called both of those offsides. So moves it 3rd and 1.
Williams, a quarterback, 2 receivers each way again for the Falcons.
Watch him keeping it.
Yep, and here's the snap. He is going to keep it. He's got to try to make the cut there, and I think he did get it. He's out of bounds at about the 37, 38-yard line.
Browning chased him down, but not after he got 2, which was enough for the first down. So, we've had 2 penalties, one that nullified a huge sack by Braxton, and the other one there, I don't know that they don't get it anyways, but still, you give them 2 instead of picking up 5. That's a big difference.
Yep. Kane and Burke out to the left. Miller, Knuckles here on the near side. Bartley in the backfield. Williams in shotgun formation. Takes the snap, drops back. He's looking. He's going to put it in the air toward Miller, and he catches it. Miller to 20, the 15, the 10. Tackle from behind at about the 5-yard line.
Good play call. They finally gave it to somebody not named Branson Williams or
Bryson
Knuckles, and they caught us off guard. Matched up against a linebacker or a lineman, and we really didn't have a shot as they threw it down the field and have it at the 5 now. Big-time play call, and one of the things we said earlier, we can't give up the home run. Well, they hit a triple there.
Mm-hmm. And they brought in Braden Baxter.
Yeah.
So 1st and goal from the 5 for Monroe County. Knuckles split out wide left. Burke on the near side. Got Bartley and Baxter in the backfield with Williams. Here's the snap to Williams. A handoff to Baxter. Baxter's going to take it in. Touchdown, Monroe County.
Huge hole that the semi could have drove through over here on the right side. Little momentum for that 5-yard touchdown, and you got a little more juice flowing after you hit a home run, or at least a triple, like I said, and they finished the deal there and knocked him in.
It comes with 7:07 to go in the 3rd quarter. Now Monroe County goes back on top, 13-7. And it'll be Day Quick. They're going to go for the extra point here.
That's
Braden
tough.
Day Quick. Yeah. And he's been perfect all season long at extra points. Caden Gerald's a holder. The ball's down. The kick is up. It is good.
They have those short goal posts here, so it always is very deceptive whether that goes in or not. But you got two guys standing underneath it, and Joey, tough blow for us there as we haven't even played 5 minutes here in the third quarter.
It's the same things. You can't have those little penalties and stuff like that extends drives. Now, what I'm going to be really interested in seeing is us coming back on offense. We can't get in third and long. We need to move the ball. And I really think this could be a good chance for us to get the ball in Briggs' hands and let him get to the corners, get the blockers out in front of him, because we had some success doing that on that first drive of Briggs kind of carrying the ball and making some decisions in the open field. And then we just get to the corners and see. And also, if you'll notice, on Weston, they're playing off some and out wide. So can we get the ball and let them make some moves out wide? We've got some athletes that can do things. We just got to get the ball outside, and not try to run it up in the middle so much. So it'll be interesting to see what we do here. But we're still okay. 7 minutes, a lot of football still left to play.
Oh, yeah. You got to respond. You can't just hang your head and not respond on this drive. You have to show a little fight here. And as Joey said, the home run looks great. But there's nothing wrong with getting it out in space and letting our athletes try to beat their man.
Shelton and Thomas back for Barren. Here's Dayquick's kick. Left-footed kicker, and it is coming toward Dalen Thomas. Catches it at the 10, the 15, gets to the 20, now the 25, up to the 30-yard line. Make it 31 on the kickoff return for Dalen Thomas.
Very similar field position to where we opened the half. And had to punt after 3 plays. They ran 5. The difference is that 58-yard bomb and a 5-yard touchdown into the drive.
Right. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. It's 14-7 Monroe County.
And as quick as the game's going, that just means you have so many less possessions to try to make up when you get behind.
2 receivers each way, and this time it is Briggs. Harris breaking it wide open. Gets all the way out to the 50-yard line.
Good call, Joey. That's a 19-yard gainer, and what made that play was it held the defense so long because they didn't know if Dalen was going to keep it, and then all of a sudden Briggs just busted out of a cannon there right up the middle for 19 and a first down.
Right play right there.
His best rushing performances so far of the year tonight.
Actually, they put the football at the 49. So 1st and 10, Trojans. Move it into Falcon territory here.
Oh.
And we've got a couple of flags.
Yeah, the center was the one that time that wasn't in sync with the rest of the offense. That was a snap infraction. He moved the ball, and nobody else did anything.
You can't do that. 1st and 15 now for Trojans as it has it on the 44.
It's 5 for 40 for us. Monroe just has 1.
1 penalty the entire night.
And that was the hold. It did bring back a touchdown, but that's the only thing they've done all night.
Pearson Wells here on the near side of the wideout spots. Jackson Bird in motion to the near side. Briggs Harris on the count. Takes a snap, and he's going to keep it again. He'll try to bust through, and he'll get to the 49, but he picked up about, 6 yards?
Yeah, he got everything back that we lost on that penalty.
They put it at the 49, so back to the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Right decision there. Dalen had somebody getting ready to just kind of blow him up there as soon as he got the ball. Briggs saw it, pulled it, and again ran up the middle for positive yardage.
5:25 to go, third quarter. 14-7, Falcons leading right here in Tompkinsville. Shelton and Wells, the receivers on the near side. Jackson Bird split wide right. Thomas in the backfield to the left of Harris. He takes the snap from Harris. And Dalen Thomas gets to the 45 of Monroe County.
Got 6, so it'll be 3rd and 4.
Not sure you got a good spot right there. They're going to spot it at the 46.
Yeah.
But 5 yards.
So they'll say, yeah, he just got 5. I thought he fell forward there.
I thought he did too.
At least a 45. And maybe Monroe gave him a little extra barbecue and said, we'll take the good spots tonight.
Shelton and Wells out to the right. Jackson Bird on the near side. Thomas in the backfield to the right of Harris. He takes the snap, now throws. A pass is knocked down.
didn't have anything he could do with it. 15 was in his face. That was
Caleb Stinson, I think.
Yeah, they had one guy that ate up the running back, and when he pulled it, he couldn't even really finish his motion because Stinson was in his face on the all-out blitz, and it's 4th and 5. And I don't want to punt it here, but you absolutely have to. Just down 7, trust your defense. And like I said, there's just not going to be very many offensive possessions here as we're over halfway through the third period, and we haven't even been here an hour and a half yet.
Yeah, quick game so far. Williams now is a punt returner instead of Knuckles this time. And they've got Briar Burke back. Here's Jackson Bird. Gets this one away. Coming toward Williams. He lets it go by him.
Wow.
And it'll roll down to about the 5-yard line.
It's a great punt. Great punt. And Coach Pettit just threw his hands up in there and said, what are you doing? You got to come up and field that one. But that's a little bit of a flip of a field for us and a break. But our defense has to kind of shore up things after giving up the touchdown. 4th punt of the night. I think the most times we punted all year.
Looks like Hart County leading McLean County 14-0. Trying to get a few other score updates to squeeze in here.
I'll say this, and we talked about this at dinner. I think this game, not only because it's just about the halfway point of the season, I think it's pivotal on what we can do the rest of the year. If you win this, versus you lose it, I think it's a drastically different possible outcome.
I think so, too. Williams, a quarterback, drops back. He's looking. He's going to air it out toward Bryson Knuckles. And did he catch it? He did.
That's a flag. He pushed off our guy.
No flag. He pushed off Weston Shelton
down and then said, here, I'll take the ball. No argument from our sideline. But, Shelton's a great athlete, but what we give up is the size for not having Bird on him one-on-one.
Yep, and Shelton's got a cramp right now. Stops the clock with 4:01.
He's getting rid of it a lot. I don't know if pressure is the answer because he's getting rid of it so quick. He's got such loft on it that Knuckles is just running underneath it. But we're going to have to change something up defensively. Get a little bit of pressure, bring something from somewhere he's not seen it or expecting it, or rotate another safety over, another guy over to throw some extra coverage at it. But back-to-back, long balls, and this game could get away from you real quick if you have another score.
Yep. Let's see what we got. Another update score here. Warren East and Warren Central. Boy, that's a shootout. Warren East 31, Warren Central 30 at the half.
I don't know what that says about Warren Central. They played this team that we're playing here tonight 24-14, right? Or no, that was Allen.
No, 43-8.
Yeah.
Monroe beat Central 43. That was first game of the season.
Yeah. And then Allen County only lost to them by 10. So, when you start comparing scores, you're like, what does the rest of the year really look like for us? There's no definite wins out there.
Yep. Next week we go to Bowling Green. The following week, it's Greenwood, right? And then Grayson County. So we've got 3 district games in a row and our 4th road trip in a row next Friday night. Our only home game so far was the first game of the season. All right, Monroe County with the football. And here's the snap coming to Williams. He's going to keep it. Williams is going to be wrapped up in the backfield.
That was Steele.
Yep, Steele Whitaker. And that'll be a loss of about 2, I believe, on the play.
Yeah. When they run it, our defense looks great. When they throw it, that's where they have an advantage right now, and that hasn't been the case in a lot of years.
So they give him a loss of 1, so it's backed up to the 34. Franklin Simpson 28, Russellville 7 at halftime.
Greenwood plays Logan, and we'll see what that score is.
All right, 2nd down and 11 for Monroe County. 2 receivers each way for the Falcons. And dropping back, here's Williams. He's scrambling now. Williams being chased, gets tackled. Ball gets loose, but he was already down at the 31 or 32-yard line.
That was Connor Thomas that chased him down, and better coverage downfield as they were looking for another home run. We actually put Dalen in a little bit of coverage over here, and there just wasn't anything deep or short. and we ran him out of bounds. He did fumble it out of bounds, but you just move the ball back to where that occurs.
So another loss of 1 on the play, close to 2. It's going to be 3rd down and 12 for Monroe County. 2.5 minutes to play in the third. 14-7 Falcons. 2 receivers each way. Williams with a running back to his right. In motion is Burke to the near side. He takes the snap. He's looking, throws it across the middle. It is going to be complete at the 44-yard line.
A flag in the middle of the field.
And I'm not sure what that might be. Chandler Kane on the reception.
It's not a first down where the ball is spotted right now. But usually when you throw a flag that deep, it is some type of holding or pass interference.
Haven't seen a signal yet.
And I don't like that flag, not because it's going to go against us, but I don't like it because I don't think it had any effect on the play. And that's the kid that could have called an offensive pass interference, and he decided to say, hey, I think I need to at least earn my check tonight by throwing a flag.
So that moves it down to the 46-yard line of the Trojans.
So they got a
first down.
A pass play for 10, and then essentially the 10 more.
Yep. Burke and Kane out to the left. Knuckles, Miller here on the near side. And here's Williams on the count. Takes a snap. Throws it over to Bartley. And now Bartley going nowhere. He'll be
lost,
knocked out of bounds at the 47, I think. And let's see where they back that up a yard or two. A yard, looks like. 47-yard line. 2nd down and 11.
Hey, Robert, correct me. So if you've got holding on the defense and they take the play, did they decline the penalty or did they accept the penalty?
It was added to the end of the run.
That's what I'm saying, but was it added? They have to take one or the other.
You would think.
Because it's not dead ball.
Yeah.
That's in the play. So that's just me sitting here thinking.
Good question.
Extra barbecue, remember?
2nd and 11. 2 receivers each way. Oh, no.
He jumped again.
Oh, no. Good gracious. Man, that's going to move that football down to the 42 now.
7 for 55.
And that's 2nd down and 6. Just under a minute to play here in this third quarter.
Yeah.
And Burke goes wide left. Knuckles here on the near side. Hartley and Baxter in the backfield with Williams. He takes the snap, and the handoff is to Baxter, trying to bounce to the left side. There's the flag, and that'll be coming back.
That was a pretty obvious hold there. I think it was Crawford that got turned around and couldn't get off the block there by 20.
Yeah.
There was a couple of holds. They were holding Jackson, Bird, Crawford. So, I mean, that one had to be called. But we was just asking, what was that play? Was it 2nd and 12 when they on that last play, Robert, when the hold was called?
Yes.
2nd and 12. So you either get the play, which was not a first down, or you get the 10-yard. I mean, still, it shouldn't have been first down.
The play didn't pick up the first down, but then they gave him the penalty to pick it up.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I don't know if they want to go for the last play of the quarter here.
All right. The officials were walking up like they were remarking it, but that's just
going to end the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
All right, we played 3 here in Tompkinsville. Monroe County leads Barren County 14-7. 1 more quarter to go. We'll be back in 1 minute. 1 minute. This is Trojan football on WCLU Burgundy, 104.7 FM.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
Back here in Tompkinsville, Jay Turner with Robert Bauer. Joey Punch down to the sideline. 14-7, Falcons lead it as we head into the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Scooters Coffee. Falcons with the football, moving right to left. Here's Williams on the count. Drops back. He's looking. Going to air it out. It's toward Bryson Knuckles. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, just underthrown. I don't know why I remember this. I think it's because they just torched us. We came down here in 17, and it was just a pitch and catch. Pitch and catch, pitch and catch, pitch and catch. And Billy Mike works for us now, and I'm super glad to have him, but he torched us that night. I think he had 3 touchdowns, and Mink threw for 4.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It was just like, hey, go get it. And it was like nobody else was on the field. And I feel like that's kind of what we're doing tonight. They just got a couple guys that have torched us, but we're still in striking distance, 14-7.
Yeah, third down, 16. And Williams throws a pass over to Baxter. He's wide open, 50, 45, 40, 35, breaks away, 30. He's still on the run. Going across field, tackle made inside the 25.
Perfect time to pull that one out of the playbook. A 37-yard gain there on the screen. They drew everybody to the right, threw it back to the left, and Baxter, you can tell he's limping off a little bit, probably why he's not playing hurt. And they put him in at a big moment there for his first pitch and catch for 37, and you're awful close to sealing this one.
Ball is on the Barren County 24. And Miller and Knuckles wide right.
Need a turnover.
Burke and Kane here on the near side. Bartley's the running back on the right side of Branson Williams. He's going to throw it to the right side. The pass is complete, but a tackle is Dalen Thomas on the far side of the field. The pass was complete to Levi Miller.
Picked up 3.
You get 2 or 3?
Yeah, they gave it 2 on the field.
Okay. So it's at the 22 of Barren. So second down and 8. Need to come up with a turnover here.
Combined for the year, they have 20 pass completions. Tonight, they almost have that many in this game. Yeah.
Trips to the left side for the Falcons. And he's going to roll out left. It's Williams. Williams looking, got plenty of time to throw, and he's going to throw it, and it's going to be complete. And here he comes into the touchdown. Touchdown, Falcons.
Ball game.
That is Reese Bartley to make it a 20-7 Monroe County lead.
22-yard touchdown, is that right?
Yep. Reese Bartley from quarterback Branson Williams. Now 20-7, Monroe County. With 10:02 to go in the ball game.
They don't quite have 20. They got 13, but it feels like 50.
Yeah. And Dayquick, of course, perfect tonight on extra point tries. And it's up, and it is good. He is 11 for 11 on extra point tries so far this season. 21-7 now, Monroe County.
Joe, I think we're still fighting, but their play calling and their scheming is just, I don't think anything that we expected it to be coming down here at Tompkinsville tonight.
Yeah, that's a good point, but I'll say this, that was a hard pass to make. When you're rolling out to your left as a right-handed quarterback, but just such composure in the middle of the field. And I was waiting for that because they went deep, and I wondered when the middle was going to start opening up when we started going and looking at the outside. So, you know, I know, Robert, we're down 14, down 2 scores, 10 minutes left. We need to score here. We need to score quick.
Yeah.
We still got 3 timeouts. Things are still in favor for still play. But this is a chance where we can show a lot of grit, a lot of fight here, and let's see if we can make it into a ball game. Because I will say this, and y'all will remember this, there's been a lot of overtime games between these two teams.
They have. Yep.
So
we talked about that in the pregame tonight.
Let's see if we can't get a little prediction here. Let's get a comeback and let's show what we got in us.
You got to get it 14-7 before you can get it 21-21. So this is clearly a really important drive for us.
Got Shelton, and let's see who else is back there. Jackson Bird. And it's going to be caught by Shelton at the 5. Now the 10 to the 15 to the 20. Trying to get to the outside corner. Spins away from a couple of tacklers and down at the 35-yard line. That's a 30-yard kickoff return.
Our returns have been really good. We're probably 2 blocks away from breaking it. I thought if he had more of a center alley there to at least try it, but chose the sideline. And as Joey said, you got to score quickly. You got 3 timeouts. You can't start using them now. You'd rather use them on defense than offense, but you just want to continue to move the ball and maybe you break one.
Jackson Bird's the receiver here on the near side. Briggs Harris will hand it off to Dalen Thomas, busting through. Flag on the play.
Coming back.
Thomas had got to the 43, maybe the 44, just shy of a first down, but penalty against the Trojans.
I think they got one of our linemen for tackling essentially 16 who could have maybe made the play. But that's what happens when you get tired and you're hanging your head just a little bit. Everything becomes a little bit tougher, and those blocks you don't want to hold.
Mm-hmm. So now it's 1st and 20 for Barren. Got a long way to go at the 25-yard line. Harris is under center. Thomas goes in motion out of the backfield. The handoff is to Wells. Wells has not carried the ball much tonight.
3 times up the middle that's just not there.
Yeah. Picks up a couple of yards. That's about it. Coming down to 9 minutes to play. Barren trailing 21-7.
Need a play to jolt some energy into us. We're dragging a little
Whitaker
bit.
shifting over to the left. Shelton's receiver to the left. This time, here's Harris. He's going to throw. The pass is to Jackson Bird. It is complete at the 45-yard line of Monroe County.
Twisting and turning. That was a good job just catching it and pulling it down. Big gainer there from Jackson Bird.
Gonna need a few more of those. As it has at Monroe County 46-yard line. 8:34 remaining. 21-7 Falcons.
It's our biggest gain of the night, 26 to get across midfield.
Shelton, the receiver here on the near side. Whitaker, Bird shifting over to the right. Harris gives it off to Thomas. Thomas breaks a couple of tacklers, 40, trying to get to the 35, down to the 30. He's still on his feet, and then finally takes 2 or 3 Falcons to bring him down at the 26-yard line.
Gain of 20, back to back.
Got to keep it going.
Plus yard plays. Couldn't make a decision whether he wanted to go to the right or the left of Shelton there. And got a couple of guys to bring him down about 5 or 6 yards down after initial contact. You got to keep, like you said, keep moving. We're rolling under 8 here. Yep. Play calling, getting in from the sidelines, our movement, our shifting, all that, takes 30 seconds almost to play.
Need to score on this drive. Bird and still Whitaker switching over to the left. Oh, fumble. Picked back up, though. Harris got it, but he's going to be down at the 25.
Got twisted up there.
Mm-hmm.
Actually gained 1.
Did
a good job just picking it up.
2nd and 9 at the Falcon 25. .7:20, the clock running here in the 4th. Trojans down 2 touchdowns. Shelton wide left. Thomas, and let's see, we've got a new player in the ball game, the running back position. Pass is going to be caught. It's Shelton, and Shelton gets inside the 15.
Sorry,
number 30 for the Trojans. That's Cameron Gutierrez. So first down for Barren.
And a 10.
Need to keep it going.
Under 6.5 when we get this one off. So it's taking about 30 seconds to play to get it in, get to the line, get settled.
Mm-hmm. Shelton here on the near side. Harris under center. Thomas in motion. Now he's looking to throw. Harris looking, running, keeping it on his feet, trying to run across. He's cutting back inside. Touchdown, Barren County.
Great run. One of the better runs of Briggs' year is a 15-yard scramble, nothing down the field, and just maneuvered his way all the way to the left and centered it back up to cross the goal line. And little life here halfway through this quarter.
Cuts the lead to 21-13. Jacob Dooley will attempt the extra point. Jacob Pierce, or Jackson Pierce, is the holder. Cut this down to one touchdown. Still plenty of time left. 6 minutes to play. Here's the kick up by Dooley, and it is good. 21-14. Barren County back with a touchdown. A touchdown brought to you by Riley Dental Group. The extra point brought to you by Extreme Health Club and Fitness.
All right, Joey, you're halfway there. Now, what's the defense got to do?
I tell you what the defense has got to do. They're going to come out and they're going to play. You would just say play defense would be the easy answer. But it's when you get momentum like this going, I'm going to say this. Briggs did exactly what Briggs needs to do.
Yeah.
I saw some things there in the second quarter. He got a little frustrated with some things. He couldn't make the passes he wanted to make. But then there's decisions there. You can just see that he's growing up making those decisions, doing things. And that right there is one of those decisions. He is athletic as all get out.
Yeah.
If it's not there, don't force it. Get to the end zone. You got 6-12. I mean, that's what we needed to see happen right there.
And I think he has done those things in the first 3 games. He's pressed a little bit to try to get it to where the coaches are telling him or his first or second read. If it's not there, there's nothing wrong with tucking it and going.
That's exactly right. And don't press. Just let everything work for you because there Jackson Bird laid 2 or 3 good blocks on that drive. Everybody's doing their parts. Everybody just do the little things, and let's see what happens here.
Reese Bartley, Griffin Spears, the kickoff returners for Monroe. Jacob Dooley. 6:12 to go. Barren County down 21-14. Dooley's kick goes deep. Bartley at the 4. Bartley getting to the 10, to 15, to 20, and
but his own guy tackled him there because he had an alley.
Yeah, he got stopped there about the 26-yard line.
Got a little dew on the field, too. It's a little wet out there. You see them throwing balls in and back and forth, so they're trying to keep a dry ball out there. Part of kind of being down here in this little dip is it gets a little dew, a little fog, like we talked about earlier. So I did say ball game because I just felt 2 possessions was
that's tough.
A tough road. Yeah. But you get a stop here, maybe we have a little life. There's still a lot of work to do.
So force a fumble here, turnover.
Be nice, but they've been really solid.
They have. 3 receivers to the right for the Falcons, 1 to the near side. Here's Williams.
Gets a
Sheffling looking. He was being held back there. He's still on the run. 25, he'll run it out of bounds at the 31.
Go out of bounds, that's good for us.
Looked like somebody was holding Connor Thomas, but did not get a flag. What do you think, Joey?
The question I would have right now is if they go into a run game, we've said it over and over, we're good there. Do they try to milk some clock off, or do they go to throw it? They were trying to throw it there. We had good coverage. That's great. I mean, everything on that play is exactly what we need to see happen. Let them keep trying to milk clock. If they do, up front, let's hold the ball.
Yeah. 2 receivers right, 2 to the near side. 2nd down and 4 for Monroe County. Burke goes in motion right. Here's Williams. On the move to the right side, cuts back in and trying to get the first down. He goes forward with it.
Just lowered his head and powered to the first down.
That was Briggs Harris trying to stop him there and still got the first down. So they have it now at the 37. They're on 37.
So what I'll say, I think, Joey, this is kind of what you're trying to say, too, is the run game is not what's hurt us. So if they have to go to the run game to milk the clock, then somewhat of that should be in our advantage. And at some point here, as we go to 5:20, we need to think about taking timeouts.
Williams has not thrown an interception this season. I think maybe one. There's the throw, and it is going to be complete as he went to the ground at the 39.
That's fine. Gain of 3. It won't be that much. It'll be a gain of about 2.
Yeah. So 2nd and 8 for Monroe at their 39.
I think it probably won't be long until this happens, but I think it should be mandatory that there's a play clock.
I was getting ready to say that.
And it's not that I don't trust the clock keeper at all. It's just transparency to know how much you got, how much you can milk, where we are in the game. I think that's almost something you got to have mandated.
Here's Williams. He's looking. He throws. A pass is complete to Knuckles.
Open field tackle there by Baylor.
At the 43-yard line.
Got about 3 more, didn't he?
Yep. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. 3rd and 4 for Monroe. Clock winding down to 4 minutes. They're bringing Braden Baxter back in the game here.
I was going to say, they're playmakers there.
Yep.
We need to know that he's out there.
Yep. 3rd and 4 for Monroe. Knuckles wide right. Burke on the near side. They go into I formation for the first time tonight.
With Baxter in there.
Yep. And here's Williams under center.
Oh, he fumbled
it. Did Barren get it?
Oh, my Lord.
Trojans have it.
66 picked it up for us. That was the most weird play I've ever seen.
Ethan Bertram
was Johnny on the spot. What were they doing?
Wow. First time they'd lined up in I formation.
And we got a replay for a reason. I don't know if he expected it. He dropped it, and then the center kicked it to us. Wow.
What a turnover.
I was just getting ready to say, I'm not convinced that they don't go for it 4th down and try to ice the game, but instead we get it on our side or their side of the field here. 1st and 10 with 3:35 to go and 3 timeouts in our pocket, and we got a guy running on late.
Trojans should have the momentum right here with 3:35 to go. Down a touchdown. Whitaker, Bird shifting to the left. Here's a snap and a handoff. Dalen Thomas trying to bounce to the outside and out of bounds around the 36.
Solid 6.
I thought he stepped out of bounds around the 36, so they're going to put it back up here at the 39. So it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah. Out of bounds, though. It gives us a time to catch our breath because it does stop the clock. So that probably wasn't the real goal of it, but it does give you a little I can catch my breath and gather myself.
Yeah.
Here.
Got Andrew Neville in at a running back spot. There's a handoff coming to the near side as Jackson Bird cutting back inside, but there's a flag on the play.
We got a holdout here, a lineman that's just kind of wandering around out here on the right side. Has no effect on the play, but they're going to get it for us. That's not a good call. Not a good call. They get 63 over here for
63 for us.
And that's Tate Myatt, but I don't think he really had he had his hands in between the numbers, and they're making a decision whether to back us up or decline it with 3:02 left.
So, is it Myatt that? Okay. Well, they're going to put more time back on the clock. It was at 3:02. It's back up to 3:24, and it's going to be 2nd and long.
It's 9 for 75 for us. 2nd and 16.
Yeah. At the Falcon 49-yard line. This is a big play right here. Was that loss of down?
No, it's second down. Right?
They got 3rd down on the clock on the board.
Yeah.
So it's 2nd down and 16. And it comes off to Dalen Thomas. Thomas trying to go off left tackle, and he'll be stopped right around the 44.
Got 5 back, so got the penalty back, but you got 2 downs to get 10.
Yeah.
And we roll under 3. So these next 2 downs.
Yeah, this is big right here.
Make the decision whether it's a game or not.
Yeah. 3rd and 10 for Barren. 2:47 to play. Down 21-14. Ball is at the Monroe 44-yard line.
What do we got in our pocket here that would work real well in this situation? It's
been a big play right here.
Been a second since we've thrown it. Don't have to.
Bird and Whitaker shifting back over to the right. Harris is under center. Oh! Monroe jumped off sides.
That helps. That helps. Just their 3rd penalty. They've only got 25 yards, but that 5 makes that 3rd and 10 into 3rd and 5. So it changes your perception because, again, you still have 2 plays to get after it there.
Clock will start back up. 2:23 to play. 3rd down 5 at the Falcon 39, excuse me.
We're going to have to get in some kind of groove here. Yeah, we got the 3 timeouts, but you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're going to have to be in a hurry.
No. Harris under center. Going to hand it off, and not quite there for the first down. He got to the 35.
First carry of the ball game for Cameron Gutierrez is when the game's on the line right there. So it makes it
4th and 1. 4th and 1. Minute 47 to play.
This is Dalen Thomas all day long.
I think it needs to be. Time running down here. Harris under center. He's going to keep it and try to push it over.
He got it. Far side says yes. Far side says yes.
Far side official said yes. All right, well.
They're going to measure it, I'm sure. But the far side guy ran in, and that's the worst spot I've seen all year. That's a terrible spot, and I don't understand those 2 plays. I don't understand why Dalen doesn't touch the ball in that situation. I don't understand why. I don't understand. Terrible spot, but play calling, you've got to put your playmakers, and Briggs is a great playmaker, but he's 5'7", 190 pounds soaking wet, and you put them on a push right up the middle, it's just putting them in a bad situation is what it's doing.
Yep. So Monroe has it with 1:28, and things looking bleak for the Trojans now. And here's Williams. He'll hand it off. It's Baxter. Baxter the 40, out to the 45.
First down.
Yep. They didn't give him the first down. Give him a yard short.
It actually hurts us that he didn't get it there.
Yep. Down to 1 minute to play. Burke goes wide right. Knuckles here on the near side. They're going to line up an I formation. Last time they did it, first time they did it was a fumble. So if they can fumble it here. 43 seconds to play, though. Time running down. I don't know. I wish they did have a play clock because it looks like it's been more than time allotted. And going forward with it was Williams. Punch it through for a first down, and that'll about do it right there. With 30.8 seconds to play. South Warren beating Bowling Green up tonight after 3, 45-7, South Warren. So time called here with 30.8. We'll keep it right here, 21-14 Monroe County. Stay tuned. We'll have our post-game coverage coming up, brought to you by TJ Regional Health. Our game stats brought to you by McDonald's. We'll name the DTS Hustle of the game, the CPC Commodities Play of the Game, and the Southern States Player of the Game in our post-game coverage.
When the game goes as fast as, and I'm trying to keep both stats, I can't even remember the put any of those plays together for you. I'm sorry.
Well, Glasgow beats Allen County Scottsville tonight, 41-6. So Glasgow over Allen, 41-6.
This is a tough one because you go from being down and out to having a chance because they give you that turnover, and then you can't capitalize on it. It's tough because we've been in two situations where we've lost games that you want to go back and have a do-over on some things to see if we can change the complexion of the game.
Yep. Williams will take a knee, and that'll do it right there. So Monroe County will win it here on their home turf tonight, 21-14 over Barren. Barren County will even the record at 2-2 going into Bowling Green next Friday night. We'll come back after this 3-minute timeout. 3 minutes, and we'll have our TJ Regional Health and Joey Bunch will talk with Coach John Myers when we return here on WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy and Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
Southern States and Glasgow knows it's summertime now, but Billy and Lindsay want you to be prepared when the weather turns cold.
Hey, Lindsay, it's hot.
Well, Billy, you know it won't be that long before folks are needing propane for the heating season.
Over the Falcons here tonight at Darrell Carter Stadium, 21-14 the final score. Last year the Trojans won, almost by the same identical score at 21-15, and tonight Monroe County flips it 21-14. This is the 11th game between these two teams that have been decided by 1 touchdown or less. Always a great ball game. Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. That's the unfortunate thing. And tonight it was the Trojans. Let's see. For the post-game report brought to you by TJ Regional Health, we'll go to the game stats, the scoring summary here brought to you by McDonald's. 4:33 to go in the first quarter. It was Monroe County's Bryson Knuckles scoring on a 10-yard pass from quarterback Branson Williams to give the Falcons a 6-0 lead. Braden Dayquick's kick makes it 7-0 Falcons. That was a score after one period. 9:45 to go in the second quarter. Barren County's Jackson Bird scores an 11-yard run to give the Trojans their first touchdown. It's 7-6, and then it was Jacob Dooley that came in to tie the game at 7 apiece on the extra point try. Score at halftime, 7-7. 7:07 to go in the third quarter. Braden Baxter from Monroe County scores a 5-yard run. Dayquick with a kick makes it 14-7. That was after 3. And in the fourth quarter, 10:02 to go, Reese Bartley scores a 22-yard touchdown pass from Branson Williams to make it 20-7. Dayquick with a kick makes it 21-7. And then 6:12 to go in the ball game. Barren County's Briggs Harris scores a 15-yard run to trim the lead to 21-13. The extra point try by Dooley was good, and 21-14 is the final score. Joey Bunch has Coach John Myers.
Yeah, Coach Myers, I've got you here. Post-game call. I mean, 2-2, tough loss. Lots of just a good, hard-fought football game. You had all your chances at the end. You know, everything I told Robert then when it was 21-7, we needed to happen. It happened.
Yeah.
Just some things don't go the way. So, what's your thoughts?
Hey, we had our chances. We played a good football team tonight, and we didn't play bad football. It's like I told the kids, we just made a few more mistakes than they made. You know, we just made a few more mistakes in some crucial situations than they made. They made a couple more plays than we made, and that's what it comes down to. We can't make the mistakes that we made and beat a good football team, a good senior-laden football team, and that's a good football team over where we played tonight. Are they better than us? Well, they was tonight, you know, and we just got to continue to try to work and make ourselves better and put ourselves in a position. You know, we did some good things tonight. We improved in a lot of areas, but we're still making too many penalties and putting ourselves in a pickle where. We're making, we gain 5 or 6 yards on first down, but we get a holding penalty that knocks us back. Now we're behind the chains. We've got them third and 8, and we jump off sides. So you can't beat yourself and beat good football teams. That's the bottom line, and we got to do a better job as a coaching staff in putting ourselves in those types of positions. But it was a good football game. Hey, they got a good football team, and you can't make those mistakes and be good football teams. So proud of our kids. I thought our kids played extremely hard, put us in a position to win. Just come up short.
That's right. And here's the thing: down 21-7, you saw what kind of kids you have. We are blessed with great kids, and everything. They didn't give up. They didn't lay down. They could have, but you know what? They fought back there at the end. So now, as we said back 2 weeks ago, you win or you learn. So now we go back to the drawing board, and we know next Friday night, tough contest. We know where we're headed, and I know you'll have them ready for it. But it's just first thoughts. Anything else, Coach, you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, it's disappointing loss tonight. I mean, I say disappointing loss. I mean, we knew that this was going to be a knockdown, drag out. I really felt like this could come down right at the very end of the game. Of course, if we scored right there on that last little drive, we were going for 2. We were going to go for 2 and win. May or may not have gotten it. May turned out the same outcome. But I'm proud of our kids. I'm proud of the fight that they put up tonight. We just got to get better. We can't make some of the mistakes. We can't keep making the mistakes we're making and beat good teams. That's the bottom line. And we'll try. We'll just keep working at it and try to do better.
Yeah, you got some kids banged up. Another week, get them rest. Try to get some kids healthy and back on the field.
Yeah.
So, hey, great effort tonight, Coach. Appreciate you meeting with us afterwards. Back to you guys.
Yes,
Thanks, Joey. Thanks, Coach John Myers. Trojans fall here 21-14 to the Monroe County Falcons. And we'll come back after this 2-minute break. We'll have our post-game stats brought to you by McDonald's after this 2-minute timeout as you're following the Trojans here on WCLU Burgundy 104.7 FM.
Southern States and Glasgow knows it's summertime now, but Billy and Lindsay want you to be prepared when the weather turns cold.
Hey, Lindsay, it's hot.
Well, Billy, it won't be that long before folks are needing propane for the heating season.
I think it would be great if we could grow our propane business at Southern States Glasgow.
We do have great service technicians and an excellent group of guys to deliver propane.
Let's do it. Let's grow our propane business.
Southern States and Glasgow is your local propane dealer.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Barren. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
103.7 WHHT plays country's hottest hits from today's country artists, like
Hey, what's up? It's Morgan Wallen.
Trojans falling to the Falcons tonight, 21-14. Time over the game stats now, brought to you by McDonald's.
While I do these, I'm going to let you enjoy pick the player of the game. How about that?
All right.
I've got the other two plays if you guys pick the player of the game.
Okay.
How about that?
We got the hustle of the game brought to you by DTS. We'll do that after your stats.
Okay. We'll get those two. Okay. We ran 41 plays tonight for 183 yards. Majority of those. Let me redo that real quick. Sorry.
You're having to do double duty tonight on stats,
I'm
so
all
that
over
makes
the
it hard.
place. Yeah, I'm just bad. 219, 41 for 219, 27 for 151 on the ground. Led the way tonight. Dalen had 9 for 61, Briggs 10 for 51, Jackson 4 for 32, Corbin had 3 for 4, and Gutierrez had 1 for 3. The 2 touchdowns came on an 11-yard, as you said earlier, Jackson Bird run and a Briggs Harris 15-yard run. And I think that 15-yard run was actually the play of the game because it gave us a chance there at the end, and it was a fantastic play to begin with. I mean, he ran from one side of the field to the other and displayed some of that athleticism, and I think moving down the road, he's going to have to use his legs a little bit more and not be scared to do that, but that's the maturing process. So we'll throw that there in the middle of the stats. So 41 plays, 183 yards, 219, rushes, 151, 6 of 10 through the air for 68 yards. Wells caught 1 for 8, Shelton 3 for 28, Bird 2 for 32. We had 10 first downs, penalized 9 times. That was, you heard Coach say it, that was big because it was more than 75 yards. It was the times of the game in which we were penalized and how it affected the game, but we did not turn it over. Monroe County ran 48 plays, 275 yards, 25 on the ground for 49. We were great against the ground game. We were less than great, 15 of 20 for 226 in the passing game was Monroe County. 12 first downs, 3 penalties. They only had 3 penalties for 25. Turned it over once to give us a chance, but the passing game tonight, he had a completion of 58, a completion of 30, a completion of 37, a touchdown for 22, a touchdown for 10. They just picked us apart defensively through the pass, and that's not what we were expecting, and it's not what we've seen all year. So I thought they had a great game plan, and they won the game, and you don't like coming down here and getting beat. You don't like to get beat by Monroe County or anybody else, but that's what happened tonight, and we go to an 0-4 Bowling Green team who will be ready to rock and roll when we see them next week.
Yeah, South Warren beat them 45-14 tonight. South Warren over Bowling Green. Franklin Simpson 49, Russellville 7. We'll give you a couple other scores. I don't think everybody's finished yet. Glasgow beat Allen tonight 41-6. On the Barren County Judge Executive Jamie Bewley-Bird scoreboard update. And just got this one. Into the third, Warren East 45, Warren Central 44. After 3.
Warren East likes to score.
That's like a basketball score right there.
Warren East likes to score. If we remember that game we played down there, I think it was last year. It was just crazy.
75-80.
60-52.
60-52.
Yeah, 60-52.
Keep scoring.
Goodness gracious.
Okay, so the hustle play of the game.
Hustle play of the game brought to you by DTS.
I've got an idea on something, but go ahead.
Well, I'm going to give you one, you get one. How about that? I'll let you play too. Ethan Bertram, recovering that fumble.
Yes, sir.
And
That's mine.
Hustle play, maybe sometimes you got to be in the right spot to make a play, and Ethan was. Again, just like Briggs' touchdown's a play of the game, that's a hustle play of the game because it gave us a chance. Did we finish it, the deal? No, but those two plays don't give us – we're not there if those two plays don't happen.
So I've got an idea for player of the game, and it's
player of the game. Okay. Southern State's player of the game.
I'm going to go with Jackson Bird, and here's why. Punting. I think every time we punted the ball, it flipped the field. We kept holding field position, and many times you don't talk about those things of the game, but everything we did in punt and then punt coverage and in our kicking game, I mean, it's just there's lots of things you could talk about there, but, Jackson and his punting abilities there tonight I thought really helped us, and we both know, I was sitting over there thinking about it, we've got to see some very athletic kids on the field tonight. Monroe's punter, our punter, kickoffs, extra points. It's just in all facets of this football game, you've got athletes that are wonderful football players to watch. And Jay, I appreciate you saying what you said earlier about sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. And there'll be things that coaches will go back on this film and watch and like, well, we wish we could have done this or done this. But the one thing they don't have to question is Barren County's kids' heart, and Monroe County will do the same thing. Their hearts in this place, Robert, everything you said about playing here, it's a hard place to play. But wow, what a place to play. So you leave this place, you want to be on the winning side. We're not this time. Let's go to Bowling Green and let's do something next week that's going to be great. I mean, it can be a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for these kids, and I know they'll be ready.
And I talked about this a minute ago, 11 games decided by one touchdown or less against these two teams, 6 decided by 1 point. And of course, last year the Trojans won 21-15. This year, Monroe County wins 21-14.
Yeah, and they have. Their kids, I mean, they're unbelievable. I mean, just athletes. But, and they got to celebrate here on their home field just like we got to celebrate last year on our home field. So, I mean, when we were down 21-7, just something kept saying, well, we had one more play in us. And then when that fumble happened and we were 21-14, I'm like, yeah, here it is. This is what we got. So, hey, you live. Sun comes up in the morning. Let's get ready to roll.
Play of the game brought to you by CPC Commodities.
Play of the game, I think we went with –
the touchdown.
The touchdown.
Yeah, Briggs
Harris touchdown.
Briggs Harris on the touchdown, and then the hustle play was Ethan. Just being right there, position wise, big play by Ethan on the line, and that defensive line, guys, they don't run the ball like they do if this defense doesn't play, in the defensive line. I mean, look at the games that we've lost. We've given up 22 and 21 points, and the defenses they're holding their own. So,
Bowling Green next Friday night.
Next Friday,
they're going to go in at 0-4. Hey,
I'll just say this:
0-5 next.
He would love to be 0-5, and it can happen. These kids can come ready to play, and we will. They're going to be hungry. I mean, we know that. They're playing South Warren and all these other teams across the state. But when you're 0-4, you start questioning things. If we can jump out and jump quick, that would be the thing that would be great for us going into next week. And I think you'll hear Coach Myers say that we can't go down and get down a couple scores. We need to go down there, get off the field, keep them off on third down, get them off the field on third down, and just see what happens. But I still like our chances.
Next Friday night, Trojans take on the Purples in Bowling Green at 7 o'clock. Our broadcast coverage will start around 6:25 to 6:30 with a Don Franklin Glasgow countdown to kickoff. And that's going to about wrap it up here from Tompkinsville. Again, the final score, Monroe County 21, Barren County 14. For Robert Bauer, Joey Bunch, Jake Norris, our studio producer, Aaron Russell and his crew of the BC live stream. Till next Friday night, this is Jay Turner. Thanks for being with us. Have a great weekend and good night from Tompkinsville.